What's up, y'all? Mr. Rayway here. We another So Excited podcast. Same time, but yeah, we still going through it, y'all. Has gaming lost its identity? That's what we're going to talk about tonight. We got this cast back, and it's been a good week, but a long week. And so we here. Saturn, how you doing, man?
A lot better.
Hey, no headaches
No
this week.
migraines today. We're feeling
She was
great.
going through it last week.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! My screen was getting brighter and brighter and brighter. I felt like my eyes were probably dilating too much, but
Yeah.
we're good. No migraines, no headache, no nothing. I got my hydration here. A
What you
nice
got? Tea or water?
Diet Coke. I was
Oh,
gonna do.
I'm about to
You
say
know what?
Straight from Mickey D's.
I'm about to say Diet Coke. I was just about to say Diet Coke. But that's good. See, I'm glad. Like, hey, I know how headaches can be, and my goodness, man, that migraine. I
They
had a
just
migraine
go away. You know
a
what I
couple
have here?
times. What you got?
I
What's
got my
that?
pills here. I keep my pills on deck always.
What kind of those?
It's
What
a
are
migraine
those?
medication. You get like a pack of, I think it's called Ubrovicin.
I'm about to
I
say
don't
you
know.
belly. I'm about to say you belly. Like you belly. You belly. Let's call me you bellies.
Ubrogen. I think it's what it's pronounced. Anyways, migraine medication. Sometimes when your migraine's so bad, it does not go away. I took
Yeah.
that before the show last time. It didn't work. So I had to take a second one, and then it barely worked. And then I went to sleep, and I woke up fine.
Oh yeah. Hey, they actually they say they're glad you're all right, but people are saying like,
Yeah, it smells
how's
like
the
shit out
air?
there. It smells
How's the
so bad. It's like I love the smell of campfire, but at some point it gets nauseating. So I stay home
Campfire.
for
I
like
didn't
2
know
days.
campfire had a specific fragrance to it. What does that usually smell like? Like burnt firewood and
Yeah,
oak trees and
burnt
grass.
wood, literally. Like I imagine if you're anticipating food out of it, it's okay. But this is like it's so gross.
And welcome everybody in. Yeah, hey, we had a little late start as usual. Sorry. We had some thunderstorms go through here in my area. And I am so happy that I bought that power thing for my computer because it said boo. I'm like, oh it just
Oh, I did
dropped
that
my
on
house.
Ella.
Light said kiki kiki. And it's like, oh man. And then it went down, key was still on. I was like, oh snap. I said, that's great. Okay, cool. I went here like, dang, I heard it go beep. And then the thing went, came back on. I said, oh, snap. I said, I'm glad I got one on power thing. So it was great. So I'm glad y'all, I know Mega and the doctor told me, get you one of those real quick. I'm so glad I got it. Mega Man, he told me to get that stuff on the computer. I'm enjoying being a PC gamer, but we're going to talk more about stuff because this GameStop CEO, he talking crazy. I know you didn't get a chance to write him on your thing. I don't know. Who was in the background tonight with you?
Oh, they still staying on business for this week. So I
They
don't
are.
see shit. So that's basically the message they're going for. They're still ducking and dodging. People are still putting
Ducking
belt
and
to
dodging.
ass in those comments. But I love it, but at the same time, it ain't gonna be an issue that's gonna resolve itself overnight. So we're gonna see what the pressure comes like. But end of the day, remember, the only thing they really care about is what's in them pockets. And the moment them pockets start feeling light, yeah, then they're gonna start speaking our language. But we'll see how this goes. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Man, because as y'all, like I said, definitely a PlayStation fan. Love PlayStation, but this has been the worst generation ever. As Chris Jericho say, ever. Been
Unless you're Nintendo, them motherfuckers just been thriving left and right.
They have. This has been crazy. I mean, we're getting more than that in a minute. But my man, Ness, brother, what you drinking? How you feeling, man? I know a long day at work. How you doing?
Definitely long day at work.
You look like dang, like you ready to go crash out.
Bro, I fell asleep at like 7. I fell asleep on the couch at 7 o'clock, and then one of my boys called me late, and I'm like, "Damn, what are you calling me for?" He's like, "Man, what's up, man? What you doing?" And then I'm drinking bourbon tonight, y'all. So
I'm glad you woke up because you would have missed the show.
Oh no, I wasn't asleep. I wasn't asleep this evening. It was last night.
Oh,
So it's just been just kind of lay the foundation on like what kind of work week it's been. It's just
man.
I think I got off work about an hour ago. So it's just, I've been working since 7 this morning. So
did y'all get the rain over there? Did y'all get a thunderstorm on
I didn't hear it, but we got notifications that we were getting rain. So
yeah, I'm still getting on my side.
Man, usually it's the other way around. Like you get the bad stuff and I miss it. So this time
normally
kinda,
on my side of town, it's like crazy. We had like we had a crazy thunderstorm come through over the weekend, but yeah, it was good.
Oh yeah, that thunderstorm was crazy this week. Okay, so right, because we kind of joke y'all in our text group. So when text group is like when nobody's speaking, I use everybody's at work. I usually like everybody early. I like okay, I usually see around about 10:30 or something like that. But anyway, I was going to ask about what they was drinking and stuff. People say, oh, I'm getting something. We drinking something. So I didn't have anything. I usually go get me some tequila and some Malibu. On the way to get it in my city, I don't know what it was, but this rain cloud just stayed there for like 30 minutes, like heavy rain. I'm talking about like blinding rain, like super blinding rain. So as soon as I drove through it, because our city is a dry county or dry city, so I had to drive like 10 minutes over to get some more to get some alcohol. As soon as I got past the city limits, promise you, it was like bright as day. I say, oh, dang, that's crazy. I say, and kind of cool. So I get it, coming back. We're right back into the rain. I said, golly, it was like flash floods, like just crazy. It was just sitting there. I can see the cloud. Like, is this still raining? As I get closer and closer, I said, oh, see, it's still raining. So I like
we have quite of that a bit in Georgia too. Like I've literally seen it to where it will be raining on one half of the street, and it wasn't on the other side. It's like, oh. It's something funny. It's like, oh damn. So it's like it's segregation over here. So it's like the left side of the street got like the left side of the street is over there. It's wet as hell, but over here it's dry. It's weird.
Man,
very weird.
That's crazy, man. But it's been a really good week, good productive week and stuff. It's just been tiring, man. Same old stuff. I just kind of almost got desensitized to it. It's like I said, I'm still taking off. I said I was gonna come back Wednesday. I said I'm gonna just come back Monday. I did a little editing today. So I'm probably gonna have a video out maybe Monday. Might have one Friday, just don't know. So I'm kind of enjoying this little time off. Usually, like a couple years ago, I would not take off. I'm so glad. If you're a creator, sometimes it's good just to take off. I couldn't take off on the podcast. I love doing that. I always call that's our therapy. So, but we're getting back into the stuff.
You enjoying the summer, man, especially with that new, I almost said Maybach, but shit, might as well, damn, it'd be a freaking Maybach and shit. The way he was popping that hood, that trunk and shit. I said, all right, look at you, brother. But that's a different story, a different time, though. So we enjoying the subway, man. Look, we outside, as kids be saying.
Hey, man, I'm enjoying the new car, man. Like, it's a second car. I'm not enjoying putting premium in that shit because I'm like, now, like,
I bet you. How much is premium for you guys? What, 5?
To the club.
I know, like premium is like what? Well, last night it was I got in. It was $4.50 like last night, and this morning it was $5. So I like
what?
Yeah, premium $4.50 over here.
Figure so.
God dang!
How much premium over there by you?
Hell no, it's like $3.95 over here.
Oh well, they
and it was cheaper than that. Like 2 weeks
ago. For me, it's $3.70.
I got like $4.50 last night.
$3.70, $3.50.
I ain't even fill up. I just like, I'm gonna put $40 in. It says second car. I say, you know what? Good. I'm just because I enjoyed it. I'm enjoyed it. I've been really riding with the top down, like because when they get where's that now?
So crazy going in already.
Oh my goodness. Looks like you purchased this motor company. I did. He gave me a loan. I told him, I said I had a match, man. I got to be like him, man. I want to be rich like him, so I had to give you another car.
What you talking about?
In the group chat, I said for the rest of this month, Steve is now the new residential rich man. I don't want to hear him say shit about next this month because this man, you should have saw what he posted in the group chat. He was eating good. That's all I'm gonna say. He was eating good. Candlelight. That's okay.
Myself out.
I see that.
I said. I share this. My therapist like said something to me. I'm like, God dang. She said, all you do is like go to Goodwill and go back and make videos. And like hit me hard. I was like, damn.
He's like, damn, we trying to say I don't got no life shit.
Basically. Shut up. Yeah, I know, right? I do, yeah. That's all we do. I look like, I'm like, God, I could say nuts. And I was like, you need to go do something. I'm like, I do something. I make videos. Go to
he goes and buys a new vehicle. What's what he do?
And this after I got it though. But she's like, you need to go take yourself out, go do something. I'm like, okay. So that's why I posted it in the group chat. Like I went and took myself out because I hate spending money on food. but I spend money on cars or something else. I don't like. So I took myself out. But anyway, it was just kind of funny. That hurt my feelings a little bit. I'm like, dang, my therapist hurt my feelings. So all I do is go to Goodwill and go back home and make videos. I'm like, damn. I said, I thought I had a life.
If it touched like a nerve, I mean, there's some truth to it. He was like, damn, all right, I'm gonna do something different then if it made you feel that way. So some of the most uncomfortable truths are some of the most factual things about our lives. So
I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get out a little bit more, do some things. And like they got like this cars and coffee meetup like Saturday. I might try to hit that up. So I'm gonna go back and start doing something like that,
Cars and coffee.
Yeah, I'm going to Cars and Coffee tomorrow. So I mean it's Saturday morning. So it's yeah. You gonna come? You going?
No. No, I gotta get some videos done.
Oh yeah, too. But yeah.
I'm gonna be able to, because like last weekend I had a couple of buddies from Oklahoma come in just randomly, and then I haven't drank like that since college.
What kind of ice cream eating Saturday? Somebody said all Saturday do is eat ice cream. No, she don't always, but he said just kidding.
It's been like 2 months since I ate on live, but I do consume a lot of Oreo ice cream. Obsessively.
Women's number one favorite, cook Oreos ice cream.
That's my favorite. I like the cookies and cream. I love the Oreo ones. Sometimes I get it and I get some extra Oreos and crunch them on top because I'm really weird with sweets. I like chocolate and that's really it. And it had to be certain types of chocolate. But and also if I get ice cream, it'll take me 2 months to eat it. So I can't eat like I eat a bowl and then like I'll probably eat ice cream like once a week, maybe if I have it.
I binge eat ice cream and then I stop. So today I had 2 of these and I'm not going to touch it for a couple weeks and then I'm going to crave it again. I go hard when I crave.
What is that?
You had 2 of those full things?
Yeah.
Damn.
Same thing with chips. Because one time I was craving chips and I ate 2 bags and then I never touched it for like a good solid few weeks.
Is it Dairy Queen or what is that? McDonald's or Dairy Queen?
McDonald's.
Okay.
All I ordered was 2 ice cream and 1 Diet Coke. That Diet Coke is to level out the sugar.
Is that what that is?
Okay.
Like to level out the sugar.
Hey, in the chat, y'all let us know what kind of y'all favorite ice cream or sweets and stuff. Let us know in the chat. That's pretty cool.
There's no better flavor than cookies and cream. Even my
I do like the ice cream cookies. Hey, you had the cookies and cream sandwich?
I did, but it melted all over me one time. That was pretty sad. Thank God I have baby wipes with me 24/7.
I got this at Goodwill.
Did you really?
I did. Yeah, my cousin
found everything.
It for me. I found a lot of stuff at Goodwill. I do stay at Goodwill a lot.
That's an understatement. Yeah, he's like, I do find out good stuff. He finally coming to that realization, y'all. I knew it. That therapist doing their job.
It just kind of hit me. I really do stay at Goodwill because I'm sure I get a Goodwill. I really do love Goodwill. I really do. Like Goodwill's my favorite store. It really is. Hell, I found furniture, these clothes, shoes, hats.
Sealed copies of Fear Effect. Lucky motherfucker. I still can't believe you found that shit.
About that.
I said, man, that is a scorned girlfriend, wife, or sniffing other. It's like, how dare you do this to me? Fuck this Fear Effect and all these PlayStation 1 games. I'm taking this to Goodwill right now.
Oh, yeah, hey, I bought new clothes. I don't know. Goodwill has everything I need, man. Like, I got like I think this like he thinks like this too, but like we kind of talked about this. Like we'll spend like money on a Neo Geo game, but then like if it's a cheap game, like I don't know about that, And I feel like the same way, but like with clothes, right? So I needed some. And I call them short pants. I know people say shorts. I say short pants. So I'm country. I needed some short pants for like the trip coming up last month, and because I was start wearing shorts again, get confidence doing it. So I went to Kohl's and Dillard's and different places looking at them. They like $65. That's $65. I'm like, good Lord, that's a lot of money.
Oh, you're one of those people to where it's like the stuff that you need. You're just like, oh, look at this, $35. Shit,
I get like a pants. So I like,
the same
way. Goodwill, and I got for like $65. I got like about 8 pair of shorts. I'm like, oh, this is better, and they were good too. They like
another good place.
Man,
look at Ross. Ross has a lot of good stuff too. I frequent Ross and Marshall a lot.
Expensive too. Not as cheap as it was. Not they was cheap and they was expensive, but it was cheaper than other places. But I'm like, these clothes. I just
so much stuff in though, right? So it's just like a revolving door of stuff, and
good stuff.
For a while, it just gets rotated out.
It do.
So they definitely get 10 times more product than Ross gets a lot of product too, and folks be going through that too.
And Burlington too. My mom's favorite store is Burlington.
Burlington used to be the spot back in the day.
It did.
It don't get like it used
back
to.
in my college days,
Yeah. Now they got like that Burlington. Now they combine with somebody or something happening. But
when they stopped calling it like the coat factory, that's when I was like, it ain't hitting right.
No, yeah, you're right. Y'all remember those starter jackets back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
I got some.
I remember those.
I got those from Burlington back in the day. I think it was Burlington. Anyway, I think it was. But yeah, they used to have some good coats. Every winter, my mama take us like, go get some good coats, go to Burlington. And she'd be like, shopping, boy. Like Burlington is good. Oh, Sears, yeah, Sears used to be good, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't heard of Sears in years. Man. They used to have some good stuff there too.
Man, the books, speaking of Sears and JCPenney's, the Christmas wish book when they used to have those, and you can see all the games and stuff. Yeah. Yep. The Christmas, oh man, you like that? I'm gonna get this. I want this. I want this.
Oh God, I miss those, man. They don't even do that anymore, do they? Well, no, of course they don't, because everything's digital. Yeah,
they still do the.
I miss those.
Well, not Sears, but I remember Penny's a couple years ago. They sent us something.
Okay, yeah, JCPenney's. Yeah,
Pennies in years, man. I ain't
pennies. My grandma used to call it panties. I'm like, got a panties? I'm like, panties. Panties. So like old folks like. Why I can't get my panties card.
My dad used to. That's my mom's favorite store. My dad says we're going to your mom's store because my mom's nickname is Penny. So he's like, yeah, Penny, we're going to your store. I was like, oh God, I don't want to go here anymore. She spends literally hours here, hours there. Hated those
Polo
trips.
Factory outlet, and the Coach Factory outlet is fucking amazing. I love those. I got a lot of stuff from the Polo outlet and the Coach outlet. They really good, yeah. Because I'll be like, I ain't got no shame. This last season, I was like, who cares? Like, I'll buy expensive games. When it comes to clothes, I'm like, hold on now. Let's talk about this.
I'm the same way. Like, I don't like shopping in general. So, like, if I'm gonna go to a box store for anything, I'm in and out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
me too. What about you, Dad? Do you like shopping like that? For clothes and stuff like that? Are you? How are you?
Like based on the stores that you guys mentioned?
Yeah, or just your stores.
Because I only know Sears. Everything else is like I've seen commercials on American TV, but
okay, well, like when you go when you shop for clothes, or consensual, it's always say stigma ladies. But like, how is it for you? Are you in and out, or are you just like, do you like shopping for clothes and stuff like that? How are you?
I do, but I don't know like where I go exactly. I go to random stores. Like this one is from this Australian store. I found that they have a location here in Toronto. So I bought this dress. And usually you can catch my attention with a mannequin.
Really?
It just takes one mannequin with one dress that I like, and I'm walking in the store. And I walk out with a few things. Because I don't like to take my time shopping. If I see one thing I like, I will get that. I'll try it quickly. I'll grab a few like similar styles, and then I'm out with like the clothes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know why I kind of figured you was kind of like that a little bit, like, okay, I'm bullshitting, let's get what I'm gonna get out,
Yeah, I don't like to stay in the stores for a long time unless it's Hot Topic.
Oh, really?
Oh, Hot Topic.
Oh, God.
Because you never know what you'll find in there, man. One time it was like supernatural things all over. So I was going through everything. Then I found Zelda and I was going crazy. Apparently now they have a Pikmin drop. So now I have to go back there again.
Okay.
They got her.
First Gears of War shirt at Hot Topic.
They have everything. They even have the show called Nanaland. I'm like, no, these kids don't know what Nanaland is. It's like
I don't know what Nanaland is.
It's like this puppet show from like the late 90s. And they have shirts and sweaters with her. And now she became popular with the younger generation. I'm like, no. I need a sweater now.
Hey, Pink Princess, I was about to put that look. Say hi. I'm tuning in. I know she went to the hospital today, man. Everybody send some heart emojis for Pink Princess, please. And tell her good luck. We're going to put them on the screen for her. She said, not doing good, but hanging in there. When I get out of here, I'm going to eat a load of ginger ice cream. On a side note, I am kindly asking for a close-up of Mega's co-host. Well, you're going to get it. So we're going to get, and you're going to get more than that. So there you go.
I don't see shit.
I don't see shit. Pretty much sums up That pretty much sums up the entire week Sony's at. So you know,
Hey, so we got some for it. Every week she loves the medication. That's you got to get here. Get some hearts for her too. Yeah, there you go. Got some hearts for her. Oh, so you ready?
We live. Yeah, we live. Oh yeah, sick here now. Back at it again. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to the Queen for donating them $20 sticker ducats. Well, she up there in her hospital bed, but still, that bed is still her benevolent throne. So we greatly appreciate you for blessing us plebeians with your presence. And look, them 20 ducats is gonna go a long way towards new clothing outlet that we the So Excited podcast is gonna be being decent to you. And then I guarantee you, we ain't gonna be going around flashing people the goods, you know, and some of the people be doing out there inappropriately. But nah, we actually gonna be showing them the green. We're gonna make plans for work. It's gonna work out. So shout out to you. Yeah, show your
We didn't hear to go. See, we didn't hear it run out this time. You put a muffler on that thing.
Nah, I think the motor is starting to run low on it. I might need to buy a new one.
Time to get new batteries. Time to replace them Duracells. Them
I know, right?
These things got double.
Everybody saying Jesus, it's good. Yeah, she always contributes. Yeah, always. Yeah, Pink Princess always do. Yeah, we're praying for you. Though. Good vibes, praying for you, Pink Princess. Godspeed. You're gonna be better. Come back. We love you. Wow. Yeah, this is aggressive. Wow. Hold on. This is aggressive. Hold on, I gotta get victory.
Hold on. You gotta put a voice behind that. You gotta be like,
wow.
Macho Savage on
I gotta read it, but then Mega gotta go behind it. But he said, Elf Sony the hard way and not the right way. Pause. Wow. Okay, that was aggressive. Okay.
hard way.
Here we go. That was really aggressive. Damn.
Oh yeah, shit. It ain't been 3 minutes, but we're back at it again. Shout out to the band Villa for dropping them bands for the $5 checkers. Appreciate you, brother. And look, I'm all with you on that because over here, at least in my eyes, in this house, minus my co-host here, fuck Sony. Can you dig it? Yeah, show you right.
I almost knocked it back because I had laughing. Man, let's get into this, man. So, y'all, it has Gamer lost his identity, and Sony is still on the bullshit. And what makes me say it was on this bullshit because just before today, and like I said, we love being on Thursday, but my good old favorite place, GameStop CEO. We're gonna open this up.
Power to the players, and sometimes fuck the players.
GameStop CEO. He says physical games are totally irrelevant.
Eat shit.
Damn, that sounded like it was pent up.
That was like, yeah, she was waiting on that one. So basically, GameStop CEO Ryan douchebag, he said, doesn't seem concerned about the news that PlayStation is ditching physical discs. He says the end of physical games is totally irrelevant to GameStop's future. In a new interview with Bloomberg, Cohen was asked about the demise of physical video game discs after Sony recently announced it was ending production of physical PlayStation games in 2028. And the CEO said, it won't matter to GameStop, man. Fuck you with a long stick. And make sure it's not even lewd. But anyway.
Damn, that's crazy. Damn,
put her hand up first. I'll let her.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let her. You're being proper today with that.
Hold on.
Let me say something about GameStop. Oh, sorry.
Hold on.
No, you go. Yeah.
So people who say Saturday don't say shit, get ready because Saturday better say some shit. So Saturday, go ahead and say some shit.
That's right. Let me say something about GameStop. They're hanging by a thread. Okay. I'm already pissed at the fact that they're like putting all these like scalper prices on half their shit. Mm-hmm. They sell games at shitty quality. They don't even check their Switch 2 games to make sure that the game is back inside the freaking, what do you call it? The key card. I
The
can't
case?
stand them. I can't stand them. So the fact that this guy thinks his store, which people are starting to boycott, is so relevant that he has an opinion on what physical games are. Fuck you, eat shit. Okay, I will continue making my purchases with Best Buy, who, mind you, for the last 2 years they've rectified themselves. They've been doing good. And if you get pre-orders, they will literally deliver it the day before or the day of, morning early. So if you want your games, if you want your physical games, go at your local Best Buy and go order there. That's all I have to say. And they can eat shit.
Sanders, he said some shit, boy. And also, before we get into other podcasts and talk about this stuff, because he gonna make me say something. I was trying to have the fucking week off, and he said this stuff. And I ain't gonna say I'm the GameStop guy, but hey, now I'm gonna have to say something. But anyway, you know,
well,
I know I'm gonna say something, but anyway, here we go.
Philly DC.
Before I go off. No, I ain't gonna. Ness, you go ahead and read it because I'm like kind of
okay.
I'm a little steamed right now, so go ahead.
Philly DC says, has entered the chat. Real question: how many gamers have a PC and PS5 and bought games digitally on PC versus PS5?
We don't answer that, but let's give you your shout out to your super chat real quick. Mega, your voice gonna go out tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, I can already tell, man. Hold up 1 second. Get this loaded.
Reload.
Yeah, they loaded.
Reload.
Oh my god, light gun.
We still live? Yeah, we live. Oh yeah, back at it again. Shout out to the homie Philly DC for the $5 super donation check. Appreciate you, brother. Look, that's gonna go a long way with adding some more games on my Steam library. I'm looking at one right now. Lust Quest.
What?
Procariatal Divine Disease. But yeah, we looking at that right now, and it's just enough for me to fulfill my wildest desires on the PC front, because we PC masters over here. Can you dig it? Yeah, show you around.
And before we answer that question in a minute, I'm really trying to be nice, but I'm just gonna save it for the video because I might have to make a video because I've been thinking a lot of stuff about GameStop for a long time, and just like I love them, but also some of the shit they be saying just it's stupid. But anyway, Ness, I think it was your turn to talk. So whatever you can talk, we can talk about this question, but also to the previous question you was gonna talk about. Go ahead, man.
So I'll do two pieces here. I'll answer Philly DC's question first. So, I haven't bought any PS5 games in a while, right? I mean, minus the stuff that was pre-ordered like last year and is finally coming in now. So, I don't know where to put my dollars at anymore.
I think a lot of us don't.
That's the problem. Is the problem is like, I mean, I can put them in PC. Like, I have a PC for those games, so that's not a problem. And hell, they'll play better on PC anyway.
Yeah.
In the games that I'm really, really interested in, PC. The games that I would like a physical copy, I don't. The thing is like, I don't want to support Sony, and me spending my dollars on a physical copy isn't going to change the fact that they're going to move totally digital. So why support it, right?
Yeah.
If I'm against it and I want physical media to continue in some form or fashion, I mean, I could always go with Xbox because, I mean, they're doing the hybrid, basically key card BS in their own kind of way. So there's my answer to that.
You know,
GameStop, here's where I have an issue. For GameStop would have been out of business 3 years ago if it wasn't for the retail investor. Like the whole Roaring Kitty and short squeeze BS that happened a couple years ago, GameStop would have been the next Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh,
they would
that's
literally
totally true.
Chopping block. They were on the chopping block. It's just a scenario of things that happened. And Ryan capitalized on that. He said, we can make the money on the stock exchange. That's how they made all the money. They took that, they split the stock, they paid off all their debts, And then what happened a year or so later? The squeeze happened again. What did they do? Rinse, repeat. And what happens after that? Now they've got all this money on hand.
Yep.
They're like all on hand. So to make it look good from an investor standpoint, what did they do? They shut stores down. It still looks good to Wall Street. You're condensing, you're consolidating your stores. You don't have all this bloat, and you still look good on paper. The problem is you're basically giving the middle finger to your consumer base, the one that's been there since GameStop was Babbage's, right? You're giving the middle finger to those that are left, and you're saying that, oh well, our Funko Pops, bro, Funko Pops.
That Funko Pops is about to be the new Teletubbies. I'm not Teletubbies. Beanie Baby. I said Teletubbies.
I mean, Funko Pops
around.
They ain't hidden like they were when they first dropped. Let's
be
honest.
They are not. They are not. People trying to get rid of that shit.
Is if you're saying like your TCG portion of your business has spiked and it's keeping you guys afloat, well, no shit. When you're marking up your Pokemon
hold on.
4 times.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say, anytime my boy Ness drinks and he drops shit, he's gonna drop shit. He's gonna say shit. He's serious. And last couple weeks, he's been dropping some shit. Literally.
I mean, let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
When you can go to, like, and Saturn said it best. Like, you can go to Best Buy, spend $40, $30 on a booster box, MSRP. You go up the street to GameStop, you're dropping $100 for that same item. Yeah. They have it in stock, but you're paying well over market price. And their answer is, well, we don't want all the scalpers to take it. But you are the scalper.
Damn right.
And you're over here publicizing online that your video game physical media business doesn't matter anymore. Well, wipe out your shelves then.
Mm-hmm.
Go full cards. See how long your business stays in. Hell, your PSA and your graded card games, people are waiting, what, a year plus for that? That's not sustainable.
No.
And half of them, people don't want to go to PSA anymore. They're going over to someone else. They're going to Tag. They're going to CGC. They're going to Beckett. Let's keep it a buck. This man wants to do a hostile takeover of eBay. He's trying to liquidate what he can so he can snatch that up and then have a monopoly on collectibles, which is mainly just going to be Pokemon cards, graded things, and Funko Pops. And then he's going to use GameStop as a flagship store to say, hey, here's where you're going to go and get all your things authenticated. Hell, these mofos can't even authenticate a standard open copy of a video game.
So ain't that talk?
That's going to be a sustainable business. I digress.
No, it falls right in line with what you're talking about as gaming lost its identity. GameStop used to be a place for gamers. They don't even say power to the players no more.
Because they stopped saying that,
guys.
We like 7-8 years.
I'm being honest, and y'all know how much I love GameStop, PlayStation, all the kind of bullshit. And I always try to be positive about it. But we're into a new fucking space. We're into a space where GameStop doesn't give a shit, PlayStation doesn't give a shit, Xbox like whatever, and Nintendo's like, told you so. Gaming has actually really changed. Come 2028, y'all, it's gonna be different. Y'all can complain, y'all can be mad anytime PlayStation posts, but they are showing you they don't give a shit. And guess who just backed them up? GameStop just backed them up. The CEO just backed them up when they just said, when I just gotta use game, just use game, right? Below market value still, but still got it. They don't give a shit no more. They really don't care. If you go to every GameStop, games are getting smaller and smaller. They are chasing the trends. They are chasing the money. They're chasing Pokemon and stuff. And great for Pokemon collectors and stuff. But come 2028, guys, I it's not like a ticking time bomb. But if you like physical media, time to start buying this stuff before it gets crazy. Because after
I'll say
2020,
it's already gotten crazy.
Certain things, not everything,
Mhm.
certain things, like certain games have gotten crazy. The crazy stuff is like the popular games. You still can find good hidden gems. You still can find good games for a really good price. There's a lot of people overlooking those until somebody find out, and then the price shoots up. But I'm saying these deals with GameStop do, you need to take advantage of them. Use GameStop how they're using you. And okay, let me tell you something. The silliest thing you can do right now, if you like physical media, is not buy it because you're upset. Do not let your emotion stop you from missing something, because you sit there and be mad with your hands folded. I'm not supporting this. Okay, that's good. But as soon as you say that somebody else is buying that, and then they're gonna turn around 3 years later, after you not be mad no more, then you have to buy it. Don't be selling your systems and all that kind of shit because you mad. Just don't buy the new stuff. This generation is kind of cooked. It's kind of over. But still, if you want something, buy it. But don't let your emotions take. I'm gonna do a video.
Okay.
They're gonna make me do a video on this shit because it is crazy. But anyway, go ahead, man.
So this is the logic that I'm seeing right now, right? Because we're talking about it from a gamer's lens and a physical media lens. There's a couple of different things. If you notice, Sony has come out with this information, which is what's blown everybody up and every video and news outlets talking about it. But if you really notice, we've always said, like, this is the time for Nintendo and Xbox to really say they're against this and they're going to go a different way. But if you notice, they've been laying in the cut.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we all need to be on the same page with this. This is where we're going. So if one of us has to fall on the sword, let it be Sony.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
Sony is falling.
The real thing that we should really be up in arms about is the legality of ownership when it comes to licensing and it comes to digital licensing and physical purchases.
Yep.
We don't have the right documentation on the books that says, because you purchased this digital asset, you retain this, right? When we're physical, yes, at the end of the day, all of it's licensed. Technically, if you want to get, technical about it, you're not supposed to own any of it just because you purchased it and it's a physical item. It's because the infrastructure of gaming wasn't at a place to where, we're basically putting this on a tangible item that you can take. It's still a licensed product. Hell, if you look on a Nintendo cartridge, they've got text on the back that says that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have every fine detail. You can't do this with it. You can't do that with it. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, at the bare bones basics of it, is when you strip the tangible item now, and now it's just a license and it's a code, we don't have the structure from a consumer standpoint to say, hey, this isn't right. We have to have rights when it comes to, if I'm paying you this amount of money for this, because if you notice, ain't nobody said nothing about dropping the price for digital.
Nope.
Not a damn thing.
Nope. Yep.
You think they're going to lower that price?
Nope.
Hell no, they're not going to lower that price. Well, we're going to do a sale. We'll take $5 or $10 off.
You roll the one up. Hold on.
Ooh.
Hold on. It says homie on the bottom left, which is this guy right here, might be rolling one up.
That bottom left? That's your bottom left.
Which bottom left? Down here? Bottom.
Oh, hold on. Saturn might be a rolling one up. Saturn.
No, I look like I was just taking it in, whatever that means.
You rolling one up. You rolling some weed up over there. You get some of that good Canadian weed.
I was saying, if he was talking about me, I was posting the pod to the link to the socials and everything. I was like, damn, I knew I forgot to do something.
I don't know. I'm just not understanding. And apparently the show is boring or something with the Z's. So
I don't know. New Mep was on this bullshit. And New Mep, you on that bullshit. Anyway. Stop. Me rolling one up. Shut up. Look, he said he high in his bed, so that's why he said the shit. I'm high, my bad. You rolling up trying to put it up even. Your ass high.
What?
But hey, good. Thank you for watching while you high, man. That's great. Blazes up, mother. Blazes up.
Shit, I'm
Blazes
hot.
up.
Back on.
Now your ass high, motherfucker. Now, anyway,
He was like, wait a minute.
yeah,
Damn.
no, his ass
Actually,
high.
yeah,
We got people high in the chat. That's all right. Hey, you know what, brother?
that was some Inception
That's
shit.
great.
He's oh, wait a minute, I'm actually high. Hold on.
He high as shit. You know they're fucking high. And before this, we go back. We got we'll say the super chats in just a minute too. We're gonna get to all of them, and because we'll get Mega get the chance because thank y'all so much for donating and stuff. We love y'all. But Ness, go right ahead, Mix. I definitely feel you, brother. It's fucked up.
Yeah, it is, and
It is.
you know, I think the thing is like, okay, I can spend my money where I want to spend it. You know, whatever I do and whatever decision I make, is it going to change things on a greater scale? Because everyone would have to be unified in that motion, and everyone doesn't have the same perspective that I do. They don't have the same opinion than I do. You know, I can share my thoughts with all of y'all on the chat and whoever decides to watch this after the fact. But the companies that may or may not watch, they ain't gonna change. Hell, I literally saw. This is the world we live in right now. Is a world where they take the assets away. Hell, I sent an article to the chat this morning where a lady in Georgia, actually a couple of folks, have had their homes for multiple decades, rural Georgia. And the state has a deal for AI data centers, and they need to put lines down for electrical that would run right into their homes. So they've given them eminent domain options to whether they need to sell their home or the state's going to take over and they're just going to bulldoze their homes down. Basically leaving them with no option. They're Yellowstoning them, basically. And to me, it screams on multiple levels on where we're going as a society when it comes to technology, AI, you know, what we can purchase, what we can own. The rights are going away, and it kind of sucks. No, it doesn't kind of suck. It does suck.
Sucks ass, brother. Sucks ass.
There's multiple dominoes of things that are happening that are falling through the cracks. We talk about one thing, but there's 5 or 6 other things that are 5 times worse, but they're all connected to the same damn thing. So it's like, what's truly important is the real question. Is it the games? Is it the companies? Is it the layoffs? Is it, you know, the change in the entire system, that what we found to be the nostalgia and the love of what we do? Where do we sit with all of that? The priority, and Otaku's right. The data centers are the priority, not the people. And the corporations are following suit with that because they know where the money is. The problem is there's only a small percentage of people on this planet that are benefiting that. Not us. We aren't in benefit. We're fodder. We're fodder to that. You're going to conform to what we decide.
It's all about money now.
You don't get the dividends. You don't get to have the extra assets.
Yeah.
You're just going to learn to like it, and you're going to pay for it. My bad, y'all. Only one glass tonight, y'all. I promise. I'm sorry.
No, man. It's sad to see how a hobby that I love super changing, you know, because it's all about money. Like this AI boom, it is really the biggest thing to blame, right? And yes, AI is good as a tool, but all the other shit is just crazy, man. Like the data centers and all those kind of, it is more and more compromised and people being lazy. And that's another thing. Like we talk about this new generation. I don't want to blame them, but people have been so conditioned of getting shit for free, like YouTube, for instance, right? This is free content. A lot of you guys are consuming, and people who give super chat, thank you so much, and all that kind of stuff. But in the end, YouTube is getting free. YouTube is really free content. If you pay the ads, people complain about the ads. I understand it, but until you become a creator, you won't understand how little money you make with YouTube. Sometimes you got to make good videos, tons of videos, and then getting if you get a partner or a brand deal or something that pays for a lot of stuff, that works out a lot. And then people trying to class action lawsuit you too, because some creators are putting ads in their videos, and it says it violates. No, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, because you don't know until you're a creator. But anyway, just people been so consumed, like Game Pass. Game Pass really hurt Xbox. Game Pass really cheapened Xbox games to like pennies on a dollar almost. Really hurt. A PlayStation about to do something, but they didn't do it. That's one good thing. Crying Jim Ryan, I take from Mega that he stopped, and that was good. But now they taking away physical distance and all this kind of stuff, and people are so used. Oh, I just download and play it, and not caring to own it. A lot of people are not speaking up on this. You want to own your stuff. You want to own, like, I got physical PS5 games right here that I own. I can play anytime I want. Like, I got digital copies, a lot of them too, but I own these games, and they've been trying to take ownership away for a while. Now, if somebody comes out and say, "Hey, we got like a little memory stick we can put inside there, and you have your whole game," cool. But still, just yeah, someone can game ass, yeah,
Game ass.
it just
The ass of games.
It's wild. Saturn, I know you got some more stuff to say about this. What do you think about all this bullshit?
There's so much bullshit.
Yeah.
That we're talking about the AI thing. I feel so
Everything-
bad
just
with the
everything,
AI
like, you know,
data
just-
center.
You could talk about that because it's like it's part of the game and identity. It's like now we got AI and stuff like that. Remember, okay, I put in the chat today about they bringing new Legend of Zelda toys. And you said, I hope I can get something else besides not Link to the Past, but Breath of the Wild and stuff like that. You know, just like
It's
remember.
like a same loop of like disconnect with these companies, I feel, because like
is.
first of all, a lot of them
Yeah.
a lot of them are like for example, some of these figurines, right? They're exclusive to GameStop. And it'll just be Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. It's like, bitch, I am fucking tired of those two games. I mean, I love Legend of Zelda, but I don't want to deal with it anymore. Now that we're going back in time to Ocarina of Time, you know, I'm sorry that the kids don't like it, but like some of us boomers appreciate the games that we used to play in 1998. So
Wow, that's boomers.
that's boomers to
Damn.
them. You know, my own students call me boomer. I was like, you know what? I'm never working at a school again. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
She said
Never again. So
they don't
I-
even know
I
what
miss-
generation
What is a
That's
boomer?
crazy.
What is that?
That's people born what in the
boomers like the
50s?
the 60s, the 50s.
It-
Well, 60s is baby boomer. The 50s is boomer.
Mhm.
Then I was called a boomer.
They don't even
I
know.
was
what the
like,
fuck
you know what?
They
It's
don't even
fine.
know what generations are. Yeah.
What?
It's fine. They were
Oh,
like
these-
grade four.
These are a bunch of YNs calling you this, by the way, Saturn. So it's like just refer to them as that. Y'all a bunch of YNs. I'm a boomer. Y'all
Somebody
a bunch of
will
YNs.
say, ah,
Damn it, YN. Stop calling me a boomer.
ah. I just said,
We don't trust YNs over here, man. Y'all are built differently and not for good purposes.
ah. I don't
No,
know,
the
go ahead,
game,
Frank.
I'm not born in 1998. The game came out in 1998. And I want to see figurines from that period, like from the game now that they're re-releasing with different graphics. Maybe that
Yeah.
their figurines might be a little bit more realistic. Who knows? But yeah, it's time for a little bit of changes and actually listen to gamers.
They're not
Another
listening.
thing,
They definitely.
circling back to AI, I'm a little bit confused with like the maybe because I'm not as educated as, you know, for example, Hennessy Ness. So,
You didn't see that?
Oh my god!
you need to read the comments. That was a
I
good
saw
one.
the comments.
You didn't see that? That's funny. I missed that one.
Somebody said I'm sending a pack of YNs into my local GameStop in Sony. I said, damn, well, they might be able to get shit done. So I don't know. That may be a good idea.
Who said Hennessy Ness? That's funny.
I saw in the comments. I think it's Anik that said it. It was-
Oh, he said Hennessy Ness. Oh yeah, here it is. We're getting Hennessy Ness.
I need to just drink water every podcast.
Why you gotta be Hennessy though? You drinking Hennessy Ness?
Oh
Because
no,
it
I
matches his name,
don't drink Hennessy.
Hennessy.
I almost. Oh, matter of fact, speaking of Hennessy, and I'm going to take a minute. Say I saw the VOSP. I was like, dang, I sure
Which
wanted
one?
to get it.
Shannon Sharp's.
No, the Hennessy VSOP.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had it before, but then I saw the price. I'm like,
I had a friend of mine give me a bottle of Hennessy White. Never touched it.
Never really. Can't drink it.
I think I had a party like I don't know,
can't.
a while ago. Somebody else came and drank it all. I was like, y'all got it. They're like,
Oh, you didn't like it? You don't like Hennessy?
I'm not a Hennessy fan. Like I'll drink it like in a like when I go to Papados and I get like a dirty. They do that triple daiquiri and they top it off with
Papados. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm having this weekend.
Hennessy on the top. Big old fish bowl. Damn.
It's,
Come on, son.
Hey, and speaking of, and this is kind of a rich thing, but it's so funny. Jack Daniels has this McLaren collaboration, right? And so it's McLaren and Jack Daniels in a big ass box, like about this shit big, like it's really big, and they wanted like $550. I almost bought that shit.
Damn.
I was like, the bottle was
you over there talking about clothes. You about to buy a $500.
I thought about it. I said, let me walk
out.
And he's talking about me. I mean, this man can't talk about me no more, y'all. I'm sorry. He over here talking about I ain't never bought.
These $45 pair of pants too rich for my blood, but that almost $1,000 bottle of Hennessy. Shit. All you say nothing but a word.
I know it was so bad. I see. So it came out like it sounded so pretentious, but I'm like, it was McLaren. I was like, damn, I love McLarens. I love cars. Okay, I'm a car guy. I'm not a truck guy. I love cars. Like, if I did, I'll have a different car every day of the week. I love cars. I love cars.
Damn.
I do. I love cars. Like, I'll be like Jay Leno. I'll have a garage full of cars. I love cars. I just love cars. I do.
Bro, y'all wild.
Steve trying to have his house looking like a GTA online server where you have a penthouse. You just go in that bitch. You just see cars everywhere.
Y'all wilding in this chat tonight, bro. Y'all are
I know they are, man.
Going in. I think I get a nickname. I get a new nickname like every podcast.
Somebody said someone needs to find Mr. Rightway a craft hobby to keep him busy for spending money.
A what?
Probably. So he said we need to find you a craft hobby or something like that to keep you from spending money. Like a hobby. Yeah, like a hobby that we don't have to spend money. That's what he was saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably do. I do.
Learn how to knit or something.
Learn how to knit.
Make some
I ain't got no fingers to knit, motherfucker.
That's You're gonna be like, well, I'm a knit. A 5-finger glove. Well, I don't have all 5 fingers. Like, oh shit.
I can't grab it. I can't knit.
I'm just gonna have to elbow it, y'all.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Man. Go ahead and talk about it.
I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. Stop.
So you're gonna be like, yeah, I knitted this with my strong hand. My strong hand, like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yo, stop.
The chat started. I'm sorry, but all right, I'm done.
Okay, that's enough. Okay,
man, hey, it's true. Hey, I'm okay about truth. Hey, I can't do shit. I'm so happy that I lost my leg and didn't lose my thumbs or fingers. I couldn't play games, man.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, because if I lost my hand, I couldn't play nothing. I'd be like, man, I ain't got no one.
You had to wait till the Wii come out. You'd be like, oh, finally, a one-handed game system just for me. Like, let me stop.
This shit's strong as hell. I can laugh at my pain. Anyway, Saturday, go ahead. It sounded like y'all silly. Yeah, okay.
What you're talking about.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, she lost her train of thought.
I know
she don't remember.
You don't remember.
It was something about the AI
data centers and stuff like that. But
data centers.
But also,
okay, are they doing that because of like the new NVIDIA chips?
I don't even
they're
know.
doing it because they're greedy and they want all the money.
Mm-hmm.
They are greedy. So.
But there's like an overload of like AI softwares out there. So aren't they all competing for the same shit?
Oh yeah, everyone's competing to be the best.
or be the first. Well, not the first, but the
They're
first
all
best.
the top.
People trying to be the next Apple in AI. That's what they're trying to
The
do.
one who right now it's a race. So whoever ends up at the top is going to be the next big company
Are
organization.
they trying to create like what's his name? HAL 9000
Cool.
from A Space Odyssey.
Oh,
It's like they're trying to recreate that one basically because like that's the top AI that you can get.
Dude.
No, they trying to do some Skynet type stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's messing up gaming too, right? Like Chad, let us know, like it's really messing up gaming. Like these studios shutting down and stuff. This has been like a really depressing and bad, like from the two big ones, like Xbox and PlayStation, right? I saw an article in the last couple of years. It's only been like really 6 or 7 PlayStation exclusives, and the PS5, like prices going up, not really exclusives. The GameStop is basically just don't care. Sony really is not going to probably go back on this. They are.
Oh no!
Every time they play somebody, people are mad. They blowing up their chats, and Sony just really don't care. They got their scheduled tweets and keep on going. Today kind of showed me that they are not going back because GameStop CEO, he said the one place you can buy used video games, I don't care about that. It's
I mean,
over,
half the time it ain't even really that good of quality. Like if I go into a GameStop tomorrow, and I say I need this game, do you have it in stock? Yeah, we've got a copy. Brand new? Yeah, brand new. And what do? They give you an open copy. Like what kind of
I love that. Like, it was the last one we had on. It was the last one we had. It was a display. It was a display model. I was like, what?
That display is used, homeboy, homegirl. Like
that always kind of pissed me off. Like, why the hell would you say, like, if this game was okay? A perfect example right here. This game and also this is a preview for one video I'm making up. But this game is really kind of rare now. But this was the last game right here, the last worker, right? Look at this sticker. Used. I mean, brand new, $24.99. I paid that, right? But I got this right here. I still even got you said the GameStop. I still got that. This was a brand new copy because it was
they at least put in that white slip cover that they be using sometimes when they organize their games. Did they come in that?
Yeah, not even had. They just took it out the box. They just took it out the box.
Just damn. They didn't even put it in the plastic sleeve.
This was sitting on the counter just like this, right? They went to the counter. They got this right here. Oh well, nobody's played it, so here we go. Put it on here and do like this. Print your receipt. Here you go. Now, I knew what I was doing because this game right now is probably like $70 to $100, and also too it's a weird release. It's some weird release about this, but this is a really kind of going to be a rare game on the PS5. But they just doing stupid shit, you know. I know, right? We are pissed off to the highest level percentage.
Someone is pissed off to the highest pissed off at them.
I heard that. I ain't heard that in a long time. I heard that.
It's pivoting.
Someone said last worker is the first worker to clock out and I'm out.
God damn.
All right, let me ask this question. This goes for the chat too, because the negative news is wearing my ass out. It's wearing me out. Like how do we fix this?
We don't.
What I mean is, how do we fix this within our control?
We buy
can't fix
what we
what
can.
Corporations do. We can't fix what GameStop does or what they choose to do or what they choose, whatever BS they decide to say online today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
We can't change what Walmart, Target, Best Buy do with physical media. How do we positively find the light at the end of the tunnel with this?
Ness, what we're gonna do
People
is enjoy what you can now. Buy what you can now so you can enjoy later. But accept the fact that it's about to change. Once we accept the fact that it's changing, and then you can take steps to protecting your library, doing what you need to do. If you need to get more familiar in learning how to hack systems or do that kind of stuff, or find good games with good prices and holding on to those and stuff, because yes, they're going to start producing games in 2028, right? but that doesn't mean that these games don't stop circulating. Yeah, we buy Neo Geo. Buy the Neo Geo AES Plus coming out in September. It's going to be, fitness class is chat for nigga news. Wow. But yeah, like what we can do is what we control. We can't control what they do. We can only control what we're going to do right now. I spent over $1,000 on Dreamcast games. That's how I go against. Yeah, start buying older stuff. PS3 still is really untapped. Xbox 360 is really still untapped. Wii is still untapped. Wii U, 3DS. I mean, PS4. A lot of those are still untapped. Even PS5. We still got tons of games that now just because they start making this, they're gonna mean all the retro shit is gonna go away. No. Now some of this stuff is gonna go up, but a lot of people are not gonna take a proactive measure until 2028. You just can't. Some people just gonna do that. In 2028, now I want to do it. Get ahead of it. If you see something in a store for a good price, just buy it. Just buy it. You don't have to play it that day. Just put it up away. You might want to play it somewhere else. Just start getting stuff that you want to add to your library, because come 2028, I don't know how it's going to be, especially like new modern stuff.
I'm going to tell you this right here. Like, this is not me creating FOMO. This isn't me saying this is going to be but this is just my hypothesis. This is my psychic intuition, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is what's going to happen, right? Right now, everyone's pissed. They'll stay pissed as more news continues to come out.
Yeah.
They'll continue to do that. That's going to last for probably another month and a half. Things will die down. We'll hear some other stuff. People are going to be so drained from all the negative news, they'll become numb.
Yeah.
That's another month. That's month 2 after all this nonsense. Then we go into the holidays, the fall season. That's when all these games are coming out. Folks will shut down. They'll lock in and play the games they've been looking forward to. Grand Theft Auto 6, the Neo Geo, whole slew of games. Then we're in FY27. Now it's the countdown.
The final countdown.
Right? 365 days. Right, got people talking about, like, you should go buy these games now, and you should go get them while you can, and find them and do all this.
Shut up, man. I'll be shitting on my videos.
I'm not shitting on your video. I'm just saying this is what everybody does. This is what they do. Right?
Yep.
But I say all this that if you truly want the games that you like physically and you don't have them, then I would say buy them while they're cheap right now. Because what will happen and what will continue to happen after 28 is, right now we have Sony locked in. Once the ink is dry and it's solidified and you don't see any more physical coming out of there, it's just going to be a domino effect of things with Microsoft and Nintendo. It's going to happen. You are going to run into the very same scenario. Folks are going to scream from the mountaintops, just like with Sony. Sony was just the first one to fall on the sword.
All of them want to do this.
All of them are going to do this. So,
and none of them are your friends. Everybody think Nintendo. People think Nintendo is their friend.
None of these corporations are your friend. They're in it.
And you think Nintendo care about you? They don't give a
your whatever game console that you, and I'm not necessarily talking about the retro stuff, but let's go back from Wii 360, PlayStation 3 and up. That is where you're going to find this. You're going to see COVID happen all over again. And what I mean by that, you're going to see the price levels of what we saw in COVID, where we saw that the entire market just went crazy for retro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That happened starting to creep up in 28, 29, and 30, explosion. But now you run into this scenario where everybody who has what they want has what they want, because you spent the last 6 years acquiring your collection, because now everybody's into it. And now you run into the next 3 to 4 years where your stores don't carry these games anymore. Your mom and pop stores,
they don't carry them, but it's going to be a higher price.
They're going to carry them, but it's going to be a higher price.
Yeah.
Your eBay, your online pricing, your auction houses, those are going to be marked up. This is just a domino effect of things. This is going to happen. Anybody that's telling you that the prices are going to drop and they're going to decline, they don't understand. They don't understand the economics behind it. It's a supply and demand. Yes, a lot of these modern games have a lot of copies out there, but people that want just the game, they'll get that. But the people that want a crispy, minty copy, they want that. Those are the hard games to find. I digress. I'll stop.
No, you have to stop. It's good, man. Like I'm glad. Like I'm glad to see the passion in it. I think what retro people has been getting into now, retro gamers, is starting to come over to the modern gaming side, and I'm talking about PS4, PS5. I ain't gonna say PS6, but Xbox One, Xbox Series games, and stuff like that. It's really collecting games and stuff like it's going to start affecting those copies and stuff like that. You're gonna start seeing in those copies and stuff like in delisted games. When you start seeing more delisted games on certain systems, it started going away. And so, like like it hasn't hit it yet, but the delisted game, like Jurassic Park, right here, right, it's been delisted and it hasn't went up. Or like last week when Mega was talking about, and I finally got my copies coming in.
Game, right?
Who?
The
Cruising,
game
Cruising.
What game?
The Cruising.
Oh, the Cruising. Yeah, that one.
I don't know how people have brought that up over the last week and a half. I've seen that on my timeline so many times.
Yeah, they delisted the game from the Switch store. Nintendo Online store. Yeah, so of course that's going to make the price spike up. Mm-hmm.
They lost the license on it.
That's another thing. People gotta be very wary in the future of just all digital, because at any moment they can just, oh man, these songs, these X amount of copyrighted songs, we lost the rights to them. Guess that means we gotta take them off the storefront. That's been. I think we've seen more of an example of that happen in this generation than we have seen the past. What, like 3 generations? When did we go digital for the most part? About a 360 year? Let's say about a PlayStation 4 generation? Yeah. So
that's why we can't get a remaster Underground.
Mm-hmm. Or even that, like that's the reason we can't get stuff like Def Jam back anymore, because that would be a licensing nightmare. And the moment like one artist said, I don't like this deal, y'all gotta do X amount, X, Y, and Z to take care of that. Oh man, because there's one dispute. Now we gotta take the whole game off the storefront. And which is really scary, because now, since you guys remember that leak that happened back in 2022 with the whole Insomniac thing, where we essentially saw what they was working on for the next 10 years, they got 2 more Spider-Man games, a Wolverine, a new Ratchet & Clank, and like an X-Men game.
Yep.
Just think about an inevitable future to where Marvel just decides, you know what, Sony, we don't want you to have a license anymore. We're trying to do our own thing, and we're gonna go with somebody else. What if they have it to where that Spider-Man, that Wolverine, whatever Marvel games they worked on, they can just take it off the store. Off bat.
Yeah. Well, hey, it already happened. It happened on the PlayStation 3, like I was telling you guys like this in a lot of my videos. If you haven't seen it, Activision lost a lot of license.
Oh yeah, the Transformers. And like Transformers games going.
This Spider-Man game. This game is going for an average between $100 and $150.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I just got
it's an okay game.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fun, but it's one of the more expensive Spider-Man games, and it's the same on Xbox 360. Spider-Man: Web of Shadows, Spider-Man. I think it's Web of Tomorrow, something like that.
Didn't they delist? Yeah, actually, I think about it. Didn't they delist that Marvel Avengers game that came out a couple? I mean, the game was kind of ass, but for the most part, that's no longer available anymore to purchase. I don't even think you can play it online anymore, because I think the servers are shut down.
Yeah, they turned it into a single player game before. Okay, yeah, here it is.
Oh, okay.
Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, right? This game is
that one's really that one's pretty good. Mm-hmm.
This is the best. This is my favorite one. But this one on PlayStation 3 is probably between $80 and $100. But anything with Activision, right? So Activision right here had all the licensings for like a lot of Marvel properties, a lot of superhero games. They lost. They ran out and went to somebody else. They had it for Turtles. They had it for that. They had it for Transformers. So most of those games shot up in price. Even like the 360, like the 360 game for Transformers Devastation is an average of $30. You go to PS4 and Xbox One, it's over $50 to $70. Just because it lost the license, because people want to play it on modern hardware. Just like these Spider-Man games. These Spider-Man games right here did not transfer over to the next generation. They stayed on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So, and it's Spider-Man, and they lost the license, and they're pretty good games. So people are not finding out these games are going to stay expensive because you don't have no other way to play them.
Oh yeah, the Deadpool game kind of had the same thing too.
The Deadpool game on the PS3 is an average of $30. The PS4 is an average of $70.
Yep.
UFO says it's like the Neo Geo re-release. People are asking them to bring back Viewpoint, but the license belongs to Sammy, and Sega bought Sammy, so it isn't likely to ever come back. Yeah. I'll say never say never.
Yeah,
because we don't know what that's a unique standpoint. But I got
1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
Yeah, that game's so dope. I love that game.
I love the music.
I love
1, 2, 3,
that's a close game.
Dude, I love that. That music is, I don't know why that music reminds me of James Brown, but it just does.
That was, what song was that?
1, 2, 3, hit.
No, because that 1, 2, 3 was that Curtis. Was that Curtis Blow?
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was Curtis Blow because it was like one of his songs starts off like that 1, 2, and that was his lyric.
Really?
Yes, I'm trying to remember what.
I could have swore I remember hearing that in a different game as well too. Unless that's the game you're talking. Unless that's the game both you Steve are talking about. I could have swore.
I'm just trying to remember what song it was. I know it was like 70s, 80s funk song that it was on, but I can't remember which one it was.
Go watch some more videos, Dark Side. I got all those videos put out. That video's doing really good. I never people like
Sean.
Hey, Bootsy Collins. It might have been Bootsy Collins. I think
Sean said even Michael Jackson warned us they don't really care about us. That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
They do.
Facts.
And they've shown that. Well, I think they've shown that for throughout our entire lives, but especially these past since 2020 started. Oh, they definitely show they really don't care with everything, bro.
So the last Spider-Man game. Okay, so I just kind of looked it up on price charting. This is the average. Spider-Man Web of Shadows, loose, $111. CIB, $154.
What systems are it on? Just on PlayStation?
I'm just doing PS3. I just kind of looked it up. Spider-Man right here, Shattered Dimensions, loose, $85.
Damn.
Complete in box, $105. And these are sold. These are average now. So the next one, the least one that people don't too much like, but I kind of like it too. Spider-Man Edge of Time, loose, $85. CIB, $113. It's freaking crazy. Okay, Spider-Man 3. Basic Spider-Man 3, the collector's edition with the black Spider-Man suit, loose, $40. Collector's edition, $60. Spider-Man 3, just a regular version by Activision, loose, $22. Average CIB, $35. It's crazy. These Spider-Man games are like these superhero games. So and now the PS3 store is closing officially this year, y'all. Try to find these games at on the store physically, or get those games on your PS3. This is a different time. This is really like if you're a collector or game hobbyist and you want your physical stuff, the time is to buy is now. Even if you don't like GameStop, just use them because they use them. Just money is changed for goods and services. Go get the money, go change it for games, and go get your shit, and just don't worry about it. Because they don't care. The money is what they listen to. They care about the money. It just really put it in retrospect when CEO came out and said that it don't matter because I thought they liked used games, but now they're making good money with Pokemon cards, and we don't know how long that's going to last.
It ain't gonna last too much longer. I tell you that much, because hell not.
Oh, I checked on the
With them
30th anniversary Pokemon cards when I was picking up, and they had to drop the prices back down to normal because people were complaining and saying the kind of stuff. And like
there are some GameStops by me at least they do some scummy shit to where you have to be a pro member in order to buy cards from them. I'm not sure if they do that at you guys' stores.
That's everywhere now.
That's everywhere. Oh well,
that's a lot of
places. Yeah, that's pretty bullshit. I ain't gonna lie, but to each their own.
Somebody said AJ scratch 1, 2, 3, 4 hit it. Okay. Well, it wasn't the 90s, so
what
it just weird, man. Yeah. I don't like where the gaming is. I'm cool with digital, but I'm not also cool with not having an option of buying physical. And then now that's the thing with Crunchyroll, right? Like
I was about to put that in the chat. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, the Crunchyroll thing is that all right. So Sony owns Crunchyroll, right?
Mm-hmm. And y'all see there's a pattern going on with that, right?
Yeah.
What's going on this?
What happened?
So go ahead, Megan. You can talk more about this.
So Ness, you didn't see about the whole Crunchyroll situation?
I saw it pop up on like the newsfeed, but I didn't read the article.
So basically, with so you already know that Sony owns Crunchyroll. They own Funimation, and then they own both of them, but then they just consolidated all in the Crunchyroll. So now it's to the point where you already, of course, know that they raised the prices for their premium memberships. I think there's 3 tiers starting. I think it's either August. Steve might know this more than me. It's either August or September. If you want to have access to their store, their online store, to buy merch from them, you have to be subscribed to the premium tier, the premium fan ultimate, the $15 a month tier. You have to be subscribed to that in order to have access to their online storefront. So if you have the standard one, that's like what, $9 a month now, and if you want to buy merchandise from their store, sorry man, you need to pony up the extra $5 duckies to get on their store to buy from them. You essentially have to pay them again a second time. That's what they're doing.
Special about their online store.
They sell like DVDs. Sometimes they sell special sets, but they
exclusive Blu-rays, stuff like that. Yeah. And then the crazy part is, I think they made a statement about, I think eventually they're gonna do away with the actual physical Blu-ray releases of those movies too.
Well, yeah, because Sony owns Bluray.
Yeah.
So
it's Blu-ray. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you see it's the cascading effect now. So it's like, okay, they're trying to lock. Yep, they're trying to lock everything. They're literally trying to lock everything to where they're trying to get you all in the door, and then the second y'all in, they're gonna shut that bitch and lock the motherfucker behind you with no way of leaving. That's what they're trying to do.
That literally wipes out the entire outside of music. That wipes out the entire physical media industry right there.
They are trying to kill the physical. Sony has a fucking monopoly on Blu-ray, which they won. And who's gonna fight all the digital future? Companies are not gonna fight because you either buy it or bootleg it. These companies are not going to fight. These companies are not going to fight. Okay, these companies are not for you. These companies are not for you, guys who are watching this. These companies are not for you. They're for themselves, and the more money they can get, they don't give a shit. So if you want to, I'm not gonna suggest because sometimes they can be like, "Oh, we
already know what we're talking about." Yeah, they're gonna look.
If you want,
there's gonna be a lot of people. There's gonna be a lot of people out here trying to find the One Piece. That's all I'm gonna say. There's gonna be a lot of people trying to do that.
Yeah, it just so dumb. But you got to think about it too, guys. A lot of people really don't give a shit about video games. They really don't. We care about it. We like them. They really don't care. Like if you look at the video, they don't really care. I was talking to a guy today, and it was just so fun. I didn't even argue with him, but he saw I had my PlayStation hat on. I was getting some popcorn to VA because I got a new foot today, right? And
I got you through that casually. I got a foot today.
Oh yeah, I got a new foot. I got a new foot today. Yeah, buddy, new foot.
That shit will never trip me. I got a new foot. That's right. You don't have a foot.
I know I got a new foot. But anyway, I was getting some. He said, PlayStation, huh? I said, yeah. He said, Xbox for adult men. I said, okay, yeah, man. I like Xbox too. Yeah, he didn't say that. It's one of these, but he's a casual because I could tell what he said. He said, you heard about the new system. So I think he's talking about Helix. There's gonna be a new system gonna play everything. I said, oh, really? Well, tell me more about it. He's gonna play the PlayStation, he's gonna play the Xbox, Nintendo. About time they coming out with something like that. And I wanted to argue. I didn't argue about it. I was wanting to correct him. I said, oh man, yeah. That's gonna be big. I was like, and I just like, okay.
I'm like, where are you getting your information from, sir?
I know.
Was he kind of hood, Steve, or you just?
It
You
was
just giving
black guy. It was black dude.
I was like, he sounded like a black. I was like,
No, he was
I
black. Yeah,
I was like,
no,
he
was
must
black.
be a brother.
He
Hey,
was
fan,
black,
hey,
yeah.
hey, folk, it's gonna play everything. It's gonna play the P5. It's gonna play
That's
the.
what he said. Yeah, he's gonna play the PlayStation. And I was thinking,
I think I heard Soldier Boy was gonna be having that. He was gonna be selling that.
But you know what? I think he kind of heard some, like the Polymega kind of plays like a lot of stuff. So I think he might have saw something like that and then mixed it with the new PlayStation and the new and something like that. Because he didn't say nothing about PlayStation physical media. Lose it. I was like, I gotta go. I'm not gonna do it.
Those are the people. Those are the people, unfortunately, who dictate the market. Unfortunately,
yeah. I was saying
it ain't the people like us in this chat and the podcast.
No.
It's uninformed people like that. Yep.
Unfortunately, that's the reason why. And another thing too, I looked at the last statistic, and I can't put it up right now. If you look it up, you can find it. But it's saying the digital pre-sales for GTA 6, they made over $1 billion already. Guys, pack it up. It ain't happening unless they just do it. I don't. They're not going back. It got too many.
The best possible time. If they had done that announcement 3 months prior to GTA's release, they would have had to backtrack the hell out of that. But they did it in tandem with GTA and said, well, I mean, GTA shows and tells us otherwise that we can go full digital. No, bitch. It just tells you that GTA is the game that everybody wants to get.
Wait a minute,
that is crazy. That the entire industry is like they are literally banking on one game to dictate the entire market trends for everybody else. That is insane. Like this, at one point, that's kind of respectable, but at the same time, that's kind of fucked up too. When you think about it, that one game was they doing it. Why not? Why not all of us do it?
Listen, no, bitch.
That's real crazy.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
No, I mean he's right though. Yeah, because like, did you see how much Sony sold they asked when GTA 6 got announced? And they said plays definitively on the PlayStation 5. Bro, did y'all remember that app, the PlayStation app? That shit had the banner from Vice City on it for about a week and some change. I said, bro, y'all not even hiding it. Mind they've never did that with any other their exclusives, but they do that shit with GTA. Disgusting behavior. Diabolical behavior, bro.
I mean, gaming has lost its identity. Chat, let me know what you think about the identity loss. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Subscribe to everybody out here on the channel and stuff like that. But yeah,
this is a
great depressing.
This is a great opportunity to just people to go back and rediscover games they probably either forgot or didn't or had no intentions on playing. This is the best time to do that right now.
I think people really don't care.
Yeah, because we're stuck in the mindset of people just trying to buy and consume all the damn time. Yeah, you're right.
People are really like lazy and cheap. Normal people, like not the hardcore gamers, but like the outside. When I talk to normal people who don't really game, they don't care. They really don't care. They're gonna buy a system, buy GTA, and then that's all they're gonna play. They'll spend $1,000 just to play GTA for the next 7 years, and they'll be happy. They will be 100% happy.
It's the unfortunate.
And the other thing too, it's kind of crazy too, because anytime Sony tweets anything, it just fucking 2 million angry tweets. And now the flex stick, what I was really hoping to get, it's been delayed to whenever. I don't know when it's coming out now. I wanted the arcade stick. I love collecting arcade.
You think some of that blowback probably had a deciding factor in that? Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because when did they said anything after the news dropped? That was the only thing they said in the media. They didn't answer anybody on why they made the decision. Nope. They didn't reply to shit. They just dropped a joystick out there and said, hey, here we got something coming to y'all. They're like, F that joystick.
And then also the new games coming out like Marvel Token and River Rain, all that kind of stuff.
They should have paired that with the game.
I was at Marvel Token, not gonna be able to play over in 100 countries and stuff. Like, it's just weird.
Yep.
Like, what the hell is going on in Sony?
Yeah, you didn't. Because there are some countries around the world that don't have access to PlayStation Plus because they require that free. They require you to have a PlayStation Plus account to access their game. And Marvel Token, that is a Sony game. So
I'm gonna buy Marvel Token.
Kind of like the thing that happened with Helldivers a couple years ago. Ness, you remember that? That exact same shit. That's what's going on with Token. Continue, Steve.
I'm buying Marvel Token on Steam. And when that bitch get like $20 on Black Friday or something, I buy a physical copy.
I buy most of my fighting games on PC now.
Y'all, this Black Friday could be really important. Buy a lot of physical games this Black Friday.
If there's anything good.
If it's anything, if it's anything.
And
Yeah.
assuming what the prices look like, because the prices go up, that means, oh man, this $80 game, man, we have it on sale for $70.
Bro, watch
Thanks.
these Black Friday sales be like
Thanks.
$5 off. I'll be like, what? I'm telling you, bro. Controllers would be like, oh, you can buy one controller, get one for a third off. Like, what? A third?
1/3.
In 2 weeks, Marvel Token drops on the 6th.
$6.
Oh, that is in
$60.
August. I'll be missing out on that on day one. There's some other shit that I'm buying
I do.
August
I
that's
do
coming
want.
out.
I'm getting it, but it's like
Now, I'm gonna get it eventually, but not when it comes out, because there's like 2 other games I'm getting in August, so that's
What
gonna
you
take a
get?
back seat. What's the? I almost got the name of it. Oh, one of Saturn's. Well, I don't even know if it's her favorite game, but she has mentioned it before. A Plague Tale, Residence. Yeah, the 3rd game that comes out in August. Yeah, but I'm all over that day one.
I
Day
barely
one.
finished the first one.
New York Simulator 2.0. Let's go. But continue. What you
all the
say?
rats and shit.
What'd you say, Saturn?
I barely finished the first one because my
finished-
Game
you gotta
Pass
play the second one.
expired, and I said, you know what? I'm not paying for second month of Game Pass.
You need to buy both of those. You need to buy Innocence and Requiem. Requiem, one of my game of the years back in 2022. Fire. Absolutely fire. I think it was
I'll see if
nominated
I
for game
can
of the
find
year
it
too.
physical. If not, I'll just get it on Steam at that point.
There's
Ain't nobody
a
about
there's a
bull
steel
cutting it.
there's a steelbook collector's edition that has both games in it on PS5 for like $50.
That's
I'll send
actually
the
a
link.
good deal.
Yep, I'll send the
Okay.
link. But no, like, real talk, like that is an amazing game though. Actually, I recommend all you guys to play it. It's really good. I'll put it in the group. What are you saying, Steve?
No, somebody saying that by giving up soda or something like that. So let's talk about this. Let's stay away from PlayStation real quick, and we get back to we talk about PlayStation all night. Xbox, they dealing all with this, all the the fallout from just all the like releases and firings and stuff. They're restructuring. It's still restructuring. What do y'all think about that? Like, I was watching a video today. It was talking about how they bid it on Game Pass and lost. They thought it was going to be a really. They thought GameStop. They thought Game Pass was going to be the Netflix of gaming, and what they were trying to do is, like you say, get you in and lock the door behind them, and then it didn't work out. It's like gamers are. It's a different medium, a different mindset. Like physical gamers who playing or console gamers have a different mindset than people who watch movies or who play PC games. And I got both, and I see that it's either or. It's two different mindsets. And do you think Xbox like doomed itself with Game Pass and now layoffs and restructuring and all that kind of stuff? Because I really think Game Pass cheapened a lot of shit at Xbox. But anybody can take Saturn. What do you think? I mean, you say you have just original Xbox. You don't have an Xbox, or you say you have Game Pass. So, did you say you had Game Pass? You got an Xbox Series?
So I had the Game Pass for PC.
Okay.
The PC version of it, because Microsoft comes with the Xbox app.
Yeah.
Now I will say this: as much as I love PlayStation, I've always been for PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking like, as soon as they prepare to renew my, I guess my PSN pass, or my brain's not working right now, I'm going to cancel it. Okay. I'm going to cancel it, and I think I might actually not get a PS6, and I might invest in an Xbox.
What?
I hate the controller. I hate
Really?
the controllers. I will stand by that.
Wow, really?
But
Those are on fire. What you mean?
you're
I didn't
telling
quite
me
think-
that if I don't log in for 36 months, which is very possible, especially with somebody who has a a Switch 2. I'm always on my Switch 2. I haven't touched my PlayStation in a long time. Somebody check if you have me on PSN and see when was the last time I've been on. It's been months.
Yeah, I haven't been
And
on.
then for them to say, well, we're going to delete your account and every games you've ever purchased if you don't log in within a certain amount of months.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take a loss. I don't care if I lose those games.
Somebody clip that.
I'm done.
You know what?
Because
This is what-
how are you going to do that when I spent hundreds on games that, especially around COVID, when I could not leave the house? A lot of my games were digital. And you're telling me I have lost all access to my digital games if I don't log in every now and then, and you're going to delete my entire account completely. And there's no way to retrieve those games because they're linked to your account.
You know, this is kind of fascinating because,
crazy.
like, since we known you and you've been on the podcast, you really haven't said anything like really like modern Xbox. So this is a really huge surprise and stuff. So the way PlayStation has been acting and stuff, and you really kind of want to get Xbox a shot.
I have no choice because that's the only way that I can guarantee that my games are not going to disappear.
That's huge. I mean, no, that's a,
So far
I
they
never thought
haven't
about
said
that.
anything like, "Hey, by the way, if you don't log in every 36 months, we're going
Hey,
to
show what's up,
completely
man?
delete your account and everything." Hi, geek. So they haven't said like
Brother from the
they
New
haven't
York.
said that with Xbox as of yet.
No, they haven't. Like,
No, they haven't. And you know what? This would
But
be
the
a good time.
audacity, though, what the fuck was that? I have so many digital games.
here's
I have
This
so
would be a
many
good.
games that didn't have a physical version available, and I had no choice but to get a digital.
Yeah, you're right about that because I would love a digital copy of South of Midnight. I wish we got one. That's why I
You
got
got a physical,
hey,
copy of it.
Hey. No, that's why I got Hi-Fi Rush because I knew that shit was not coming out. So I'm glad I got Hi-Fi Rush because that was remember they took that
I
off
forgot
the
that.
Xbox store.
Yeah, I forgot they took that off the Xbox store.
I think it's gone now. Yeah, remember they were shutting down, but they said it was gonna make physical copies. Remember, I think Hi-Fi Rush is gone. Let me see.
I know it's still up on the PlayStation store, but that'd be crazy if it's on the Xbox store. They cut the hell out of them. That's the case, because hell no. They're like, yeah, it's still in the PlayStation store, but it ain't on the Xbox store. Like,
Let me see. It's okay. So the game still remains available, purchase and play across Steam, PlayStation, Xbox stores. Okay. I guess you know what happened? They wasn't getting it, but somebody bought them and they put something else. Something like that happened.
I do remember somebody bought them.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But anyway, so you just don't know. But that's cool. It's adding like because. But go ahead, man.
Right?
What'd you say?
South of Midnight had a physical edition, right?
No, it was digital. It was only digital.
I'm tripping. Okay.
You might have saw some press kits, but it was never
okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I've had every rendition of Xbox since the OG. So I've had every single one.
Yeah.
I've had Gold, Live. I have Game Pass.
Gold, Xbox Live was so fucking great.
It was goated.
I hate when they changed the name.
Yeah, I was sad the day they switched over.
Before you talk that, but you unlocked the memory. I remember my first time logging to Xbox Live and talking to that first person and just being blown away. Right?
What game was that?
Like, what was? I think it was. Oh shit! Damn.
Mine was Gears 1. I remember it to this day. Very vividly. That was the first time I was called a hard R in an online game.
Wow.
Classic, but continue.
I can't remember. No, my first time getting an Xbox Live was getting the Xbox Live kit for Xbox and going online. And what game was? I don't want to say it was Uno because that was 360. What? It was. I think it was Fusion Frenzy.
Okay.
I think it was Fusion Frenzy. I can't remember. It was one of those early first Xbox One games because I was like, when the Xbox One came out, I'd never forget. I bought remember the widescreen projection TVs? I had bought a Mitsubishi widescreen TV just for the Xbox because I knew it was coming out. Because what sold me on the Xbox, Bill Gates. I was a huge Bill Gates fan. I was a huge Windows fan then. And then The Rock came out talking about the Xbox and shit. I'm like, yeah, buddy. It says that Microsoft official policy states that accounts inactive for 2 years. That's still maybe closed. Okay.
Well, 2 years is a long time compared to 90 days.
Yeah.
All right. So,
but go ahead. Yeah, on that. But that like I said, Xbox Live beginning it was so good.
Not even me then.
There's no winning for me at this point because what if I have so many consoles and right now my hyperfixation is my Switch too. So you're telling me I have to stop, log in, deal with it.
Turn it on. Just turn it on once.
How hard is it to turn on the console after 3 or 4 months? How hard is
Life
that?
happens.
No, come on now. I mean,
That is true. It's, especially when it comes to like those people who are in the service. Because I've heard a lot of stories about that. Like people who are in active service, they have to be away for months, if not years. I've heard stuff like that.
What if you log in?
Yeah, and then what do you have to do? Like call someone like, hey, can you log in my PlayStation and make sure that it shows that I'm active for like 2 seconds?
Bro, like it used to be so crazy back in the day, like when me and Zelda were heavy on Destiny 1. He would go out of town. Zer would come in and drop a new exotic weapon. Be like, bro, I need you to log in. So he'd give me his Xbox Live account. I plug it in on my.
Oh, y'all was tapped in. Okay, I like that. I like that.
We didn't want to miss out on the weapons because back then, like every weapon counted, right? That was the kind of time we were living in, way before the days of Game Pass and all that. When Game Pass happened, Zelda was all about it. He was like, man, this is great. All these games we get to play. My thing was, I was like, man, there's not enough meat on the bone here. Like we got a lot of, your Unos and your Monopoly styles and all this stuff. And don't get me wrong, over time it got better. The studio started adding more games. I got to play some stuff I normally would have never played. I'm like, man, it was actually good. Quick 5-6 hour time frame and I beat the game and it's done. But there's so many games. I think what hurt Xbox with Game Pass is they didn't make the interface. They just kept the interface kind of bare bones to the same interface that everything else on Xbox is. I think for Game Pass, you really need to make it unique and stand out to where it's easy to navigate to see like, okay, here's the new hotness that's come to Game Pass. Boom, here's your section here. Here's all your backwards compatible stuff from the 360 and OG Xbox days. Here's all of this stuff. Here you've got all your genres. Now, mind you, I'm sure you can go in and funnel through all that and filter through that stuff, but it needs to be right there in your face, especially for folks, if we're talking about casual gamers. Casual gamers are the ones that need all that. The diehards can navigate and they figure it out on their own, but having ease of use in some of those areas would have been beneficial. Another thing is that how they advertised Game Pass was, we're going to be bringing COD in here. We're going to have the Halo. We're going to have all this. Well, you flagshipped everything with a bunch of first-person shooters, and you didn't have any exclusives in here. And the exclusives that you did have fell flat. Or you time-gated them and you didn't put them on Game Pass because you wanted to get the revenue from the standalone game. And you didn't want to, cannibalize your profits by utilizing Game Pass because you're like, well, everyone gets Game Pass, but we don't know everyone's going to buy this game.
Yeah.
Which is the problem, right? That's the main problem. It's like, if you look on Netflix and you see what are the top 10, 15 movies or TV shows, they have those, boom, right smack in front of you as soon as you log in. Right under that, they have what's coming soon. Right under that. And then right after that, they have your list of games your list of movies that you want to watch or that you saved to come back to and watch at a different time. The interface just wasn't interactive enough to navigate that. So that's a big hit. But when you add that on top of, you've got PlayStation that's been known for their exclusives, and you've moved away from that because your slogan is Xbox is everywhere, and you can play your games everywhere, including on your competitor's console. Well, you just shot yourself in the foot with Game Pass in that realm, because you can't bring anybody else to your ecosystem if your games are on the ecosystem that they're already on. So if I'm on PlayStation and I'm on Nintendo and your games are on my console, why do I need to buy yours? Oh, Xbox is great. Appreciate you for bringing that game over here. I really wanted to play that, but I don't have to buy your console to do it. Right? So it's just, they didn't really think that through in that process. Like Game Pass for me would have been your top heavy bangers. You've got all these crazy studios that you just acquired. You should be pumping out their best games from their best titles because that's what they're known for. Those should have been on Game Pass. And you should have been publicizing that and saying, this is on the way and this is coming. That's what you should have prioritized. Game Pass would have been a lot better in that particular case. That's just my opinion.
I want to add to that when you're done this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think one of the Achilles heels for Game Pass is, again, when you break it down to its core concepts, you have all these games that are in this lineup, and you pay, whatever this fee a month for is, or a year, if you want to do the yearly price, and you have access to all these games. Cool, Netflix of gaming, understand that. But I think what really screwed Game Pass up is, we'll go to Netflix, like example you just used. So with Netflix, you got your top front loaders for your TV shows, your movies, what's coming soon, all that good stuff, right?
Mhm.
For games, at least how a lot of the games that I've been seeing on there with, especially a lot of their exclusives, like when we got Expedition 33 back last year, and then I think we also got Elder Scrolls 4 the same month, if I remember correctly. The issue with both of those is both of those games can take anywhere from between 50 hours to 100 hours to complete. So the issue that I was seeing run into a Game Pass, at least for me when I enjoyed it, is if I get Game Pass, I'll play for like maybe 1 or 2 games. I mean, granted, I have access to hundreds if I decide to play them, but usually if you're locked in for one game, I mean, you're pretty much just playing that one game. And I don't know about you guys, but typically when I'm playing one game, especially if it's like an RPG, like a long game at that, typically by the time I finish that, I'm pretty much fatigued and I'm pretty much stopped gaming, or at least playing like some smaller games, at least for the next couple of weeks or so. At least I can get through some of that burnout, depending on how much time I invested in there. So I would probably say that was an oversight, to where they're putting these games out. But again, unlike Netflix, you can watch these shows and movies and binge watch them, but like 1, 2, 3 hours here and there, back to back, just like that. But with these games, they are more of an invested time, to where you're actually sitting there. You're doing more than just watching. You're watching, you're listening, you're interacting, you're doing all these things. So I don't think they really accounted for stuff like that. So when you have all of these influx of new games coming out, all right, that's cool. But if we being honest, how many games have y'all played in one sitting for Game Pass? For me, I probably play, I think 3 at the max. If they drop like again, Expedition 33 and then Elder Scrolls, you're gonna get one or the other out of me. It ain't gonna be both. So it's one of the type of things where
that's what they expect. They expect you like to drop all these games. It's like a fucking gym membership.
Yeah, and and at that point, you paying that money, you might as well just buy the one you're gonna spend the most money into. That's another issue that Game Pass has.
Because
that's
another point to it right there, is because you really have to think about and justify, like, okay, I'm paying this subscription month over month. How much value is it bringing me? Because on average, I may play 4 or 5 games for a certain set amount of time, and they all are different, right? I may have a shooter that I come back to pretty regularly. I may have like one action adventure or RPG that I can drop, 20 to 60 hours in, but once that's done, I'm done with it. And to your point, Mega, you're generally burned out after that. You can't just roll right into the next one, and just, that's many hours spent doing it. I know some people that can do that, but when you start thinking about that, you've invested, let's just ballpark it. Let's say 250 hours in games. Right? Let's say 250 hours. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time invested in games. And that's probably across maybe 5 or 6 games, depending on what genre you're playing.
That's not the one.
What?
That's the second.
Oh, yeah. The second one?
It's the second one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When somebody said, "Hey, Saturn," with the kissy face emoji, I don't know why I just thought of the Enduring Fan when they posted that. It's all the same to me. I'm sorry, but
that's the second one. That's NT. He just, I don't know what he, hey.
Anyway, that's 5 or 6 games. So when you start equating that, let's say you bought it used, or you bought it brand new, and it was $50-$60. So let's just call it, I don't know, let's call it $300 that you spent on games. How much are you paying per month, per year for your Game Pass? You equate that, which one's bringing you the most value. Now, if you're playing more games and your Game Pass is less than what you would have paid buying all those games separately, then there's your answer. Then Game Pass is definitely worth it. I don't think a lot of times we sit there and really calculate that, because we're like,
we don't,
games, and we don't think about that. But I'm like, I've looked at it over the last, last week or so, and I'm like, damn, I'm not getting what I'm supposed to be getting out of this Game Pass, but I'm paying for it. But I just don't like navigating through the library. I'm like, what game am I going to play? Hell, I got games on my shelf I can play. Hell, half the games are on Game Pass.
And now that Microsoft, did you see they announced that Call of Duty is not going to be in there anymore? And I'm assuming they're probably going to start taking out other Tadpole franchises. I think they said Tony Hawk Pro Skater is no longer going to be in there. So it's like, all right, well, the next Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
There was a license.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
With Tony Hawk. Yeah. So they're having to.
Tony Hawk want that cash. I don't blame him.
And there's your issue right there. You bring back a flash.
My man need a new hip
like that, and then you run into a licensing
you know, I just said that right.
Yeah, I know.
Poor Tony Hawk. He need a new hip. Oh, now, for real, he do need a new hip. He on a cane right now. He need a new hip.
Oh, I don't want to see Tony on a cane. That's
I don't either. I saw
old, man.
I saw him on a cane. I said, "Oh man, Tony, no."
That's how you know you getting old. You're like, "Damn, Tony's on a cane." Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
that is crazy.
A lot of tricks for a lot of years, bro.
That is true. Yeah, it's like his knees have probably got to be like damn near 4 times his age, bro. Like the amount of shit that he was doing.
Everybody loves Tony Hawk, man. Like, like you like speaking of Tony Hawk. When you see Tony Hawk, like, oh yeah, even as the game, you don't even. I didn't even know who Tony Hawk was until I played the games. Oh,
the game,
like,
yeah.
And
that's what people found out about him in the games.
And then you start, huh?
I did.
Well, you special, you rich, but you know, hey.
Get the now I knew who Tony was, but like it's like, hey, you know how you hear somebody's name, but you can't put a name to a face. That's what the games. That's what the games was to me, at least. So
turn his camera off. I know who he was, but no, that was funny as hell. These physical game situations, it's about to get stupid, man. Like it's about to get dumb. Like I'm not putting that game that you just showed me, Megan. But dang, I saw that like last week.
Since the 80s, yeah. Y'all remember Gleaming the Cube?
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah, only reason I remember that because that was an unlockable video and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Was it really?
Was it? Yeah, that was my drive to complete most of those games. Yeah, if you like 100% complete those games, they showed you like the X Games videos, like stuff from like his private vault. It was a whole bunch of stuff in those games back in the day. Yep.
How do you know that?
Played the shit out of those games. I still got original copies.
Which one?
Played the hell out of them games.
Or PlayStation 1?
I got I rented when I first played, I rented it, but when I started buying them, it was on the GameCube. So I got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Because they came
3, 4.
Because
I got Tony 3 or 4 GameCube.
When was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3? Did it come on everything, or that was 2?
No, when Tony Hawk first came out, I think it was just on the PS1, and then it was the N64. After 2, it was on everything for the most part.
I think 3 was the first multi-platform.
Yeah, because I had 2 on the Dreamcast, and then everything else I played on like GameCube and stuff. So it was on everything. It was on everything.
Because I remember I got it for the 64, and it had that yellow card.
Yeah, Yep. My cousin had that one.
Yeah, that was good, man. But this physical game stuff, I don't really imagine it. Like I'm just sitting here looking at my consoles. I would never thought it'd be the day that consoles or games they're gonna be in the same kind of ballpark, really. You know.
I never thought we'd be in the predicament where console gaming is more expensive than PC gaming because it is to that point now. Never again do I want to hear somebody say, man, I don't want to spend X amount of like, bro, like they are raking you over the coals with console gaming.
Yeah, a couple of folks asking in the chat. Yeah, Zelda's been working late. He's been working on some new projects at work, so that's where he's been at.
Yep, working on projects and printing projects, ain't that right? Printing hella projects.
Yeah. Working project, printing projects.
Literally, like like he's been posting in the group chat. I was like, yeah, this brother stay printing. So
he do. He bought like
he
bought like a new stand or something for his printer. You like talking about last week?
If I remember correctly. Then I know he bought like a new desk or something to arrange because he has 2 3D printers now. Yeah, he arranged everything.
Wow.
What?
UFO, you wrong for that.
He said, "Does that make Ness the token white guy of the stream?" That's
contrary to popular belief. Zelda is black. He's just a very light skinned.
The token white. That's hilarious.
Half and half.
Half and half.
I know, right? That's hilarious. Well, we can add Alice in that same way too. The way he be talking, we can add him right into that. Oh man, that's funny.
He said, I golf. I qualify. What? I know plenty of black folks that golf. What do you mean? Appreciate you, Jordan, man. I'm glad somebody appreciates me.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. There ain't too many brothers I know who golf though, but I know some, but I don't know too many. I'm just saying.
I know a lot of folks. I know a lot.
My brother does it. But he does a lot of shit though. He's
my dad was the one that got me golfing. He was the one that taught me how to golf.
Hey, so what about the game is changing, right? I was doing some research about this podcast, and I found out something. A forecast cited that this week's estimate global home console shipments could decline approximately 19.5% in 2026, falling to 33.9 million units after growth in 2025 associated with the Switch 2. Said, treat this as a forecast, not an established final sales data. What do y'all think about that? Because like our console's failing. Like, okay, here's some of the facts, right?
Yeah, it's not.
Hold on. High hardware prices, right? Longer consoles generations. People are growing with the PC. Cross-platform exclusives, fewer true exclusives. Players waiting for discounts. We just talked about Black Friday, and the Switch 2 demand normalizing after launch after a year. So it said, what do y'all think?
Well, I mean the writing's right there. I mean, what do you expect? We're in the back end of the generation. You raise the prices 2 to 3 times. We're in an economy where people are getting laid off daily. Prices of everything have increased. It's hard to ship shit anywhere these days. Yeah. Everything has gone up. And the expectation is we're supposed to eat crow and pay for this shit? No. Of course it's economics here. Like, of course no one's going to pay for that. Of course they're going to see a decline in the consoles. Like, I'm not going to go and drop. Hell, you can't even buy and build a beefed up PC anymore. Like, the options aren't there anymore.
So speaking of that, right?
At Walmart, maybe, and still, like, hell, Walmart's selling 2 terabyte SSDs for $500, bro.
Oh, you saw that too? Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, right? Because my brother called me this evening, and he said, "You still got the computer stuff?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Man, my son want a PC now. His son is about to turn 10, 11." And I said, yeah, I got I said, yeah, man, I got my fans and I still got the box. He said, oh shit, you ain't got no RAM. I said, no.
Shit. I was like, the only RAM I can afford to give you is a Dodge RAM, sir. That's how fucked up the prices are for RAM sticks right now. The RAM I want, like 64 gigabytes, the RAM I can afford was the 2025 Dodge RAM or some shit.
And then he started laughing. We both started laughing. He said, and we both said, yeah, that shit high as fuck. I said, man, he said, yeah. And he was upset because he still has not bought a PS5 Pro yet. But he's thinking, I'm gonna have to go and bite the bullet and get it. So he's thinking about getting his PS5 to his son and going getting a PS5 Pro. I said, man,
he waited for
you don't got long
to get that shit.
I told him, I said, dude. He said, yeah, I know. He said, but I understand. I got the money. He said, but fuck. He's like, then the PC prices. I said,
Tell him about that shit.
I said, man, you a rock in a hard place. I said, dude, I wish I could help out. Like, I wish I had some RAM to give you or something like that. But it was like, yeah, and he's not alone. It's a lot of people gonna be doing that, Yeah. Especially you gotta choose a PS5 or a fucking high ass 2-stick memory card. Just might as well buy a Pro. I mean, you there.
You know how messed up it is because even like 5-6 years ago when I was helping one of my friends build this PC, I gave him about 16 gigs of RAM sticks. I just had them laying around. Nowadays he's like, hey Nick, you got some of them RAM sticks? Oh, hold on, buddy. Hold on now. You need to come out of pocket for that because this shit don't grow on trees, brother.
No, I don't.
Like it's that yesterday's price, yesterday's price for a reason. Today's price is yeah, you're gonna be coming out of pocket for that.
And literally for
we ain't giving that free shit.
Yesterday's price is yesterday's price. Today's price is not what yesterday was.
Boy,
tomorrow's
I'm so
price
glad.
ain't gonna be what today's price is.
Oh man, when we got our PCs last year,
yeah, I'm so glad I convinced y'all. I was like, man, y'all need to do this shit quick. It was Steve, and then Ness was like, "All right, I need to get one." And then literally, I think it was like what Ness was like a week or so after. He was like, "Damn, I'm glad I did get this stuff because everything almost doubled or tripled in price." I said, "Yeah,
the RAM
in the next month."
Mm-hmm.
The RAM was the last piece for me, and I was like, "Man, I'm waiting for it to drop, but it wasn't dropping." And I was like, "Man, let me just go ahead and get this." Because like I remember Alex was like, "Man, you just go ahead and get you the 100 gig joint RAM, man." I was like, "Go ahead and get you the 100." I'm like, "Nah, man, they asking like 500-600 for that." I'm like, "I'm good." And that was back then. Now you can't even find that anymore.
Yeah,
how much is that now? About
$1,000 over a G, over
it's over
a G.
1,000. Mm-hmm.
Like, there's your PS5 Pro right there for RAM.
Mm-hmm. If Ness wanted to piecemeal his PC, like just like if he didn't want it, he can literally sell everything he got for almost triple the price and make his money back. Not even selling the whole PC. He can just sell off in parts and make all his money back and then some.
I wanted to get. I got 64. I'm looking at it. I got 64. I wanted like 94. I'm like, I should have bought an extra stick when I had a chance. But now, like, fucking what is 16 gigs probably. What is like 16, 24?
Depending if it's like DDR5, it might be one single 16 gig, probably about like between 250, 300, maybe more than that. Let me see.
So I've got 32 DDR5.
I got 60. I got 64.
I got a weird number. I got like 48.
You got the 64. I got the 32s.
Dude, hey, if you can buy open box, people buy it. I bought that open box and I got a hell of a deal.
That's what I did. I bought an open box GPU and put the warranty on there. Open box motherboard, put the warranty on there through Micro Center. Yeah. And then the CPU, brand new, got that off of Amazon because I had coupons.
It is.
And
like crack.
It is. It really is.
You got some of that right here?
In the game, you know what? In the games, I will say this. Compared to the whatever console you want to put up against, my PC be hitting. It smacks. Ooh, because I bought Pragmata on PS5, even though I demoed it on my PC, and I was like, why the hell did I buy this game physical? Because it does not hit the same. It does not slap the way the PC version. The PC version was just visually stunning. And then I played it on my PS5 and I'm like, man, this is whack. I can't even finish the game. I'm gonna finish it, but it's not visually.
The price is whack. This game whack. These sales whack.
just wait for that fall Steam summer sale, man. It's gonna be about $30.
I'm definitely going to capitalize on the fall sale this time because I missed out the summer sale. I wasn't paying attention, so I'm definitely going to pick up a lot of games. Ness has consoles other than a Neo. Yeah, I got consoles other than a Neo Geo. It's just like my largest library, surprisingly enough, is actually Neo Geo now.
Hey, my largest library in November. That's gonna come. Hey, what? 4 months away?
Yeah. Yeah. Like once AES Plus comes out, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Y'all gonna hear me talking about nothing modern no more. I'm so serious.
Well, at least until the Fate of the Old Republic finally gets actually announced.
By the time I turn 50, so I got another 9 years or so. I'm not too worried about it. So Kratos is still in here. He feels my pain.
Chromatic on lunatic mode is tough.
I haven't played it on lunatic mode. I need to complete it first.
I played it on
cracking, man. These crazy ass prices. You say your kids are gonna be set with that Neo Geo inheritance.
You don't want it. She don't want it. She don't want none of the games. She just, she likes digital stuff. So that's her generation. So she's like, I don't want it.
Don't you feel kind of a little sad though? I do feel like it does feel like a death in the family, where digital, how really every day and day is like digital's leaving. But I understand it. Okay, going back to my car, right? The car had a CD player, and I put CDs in. I was like, okay, all right. But then I was like, I got a new head unit. and they got Apple CarPlay. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, it's so much easier, convenience, so much easy on the phone, and all that kind of stuff. But you get that still get that physical. It's still great. I understand both sides, but I see the one side that's really bothering me is the greed part about it. It's so fucking greedy. They don't have to be greedy. They can have both. They can have both, but they choose not to because it makes so much money over here. And if the hardcores fell out, okay, let's milk everything out before the shit goes. It's like they know it's going a certain direction, so let's squeeze every little piece of. And it ain't gaming. It's fucking wrestling, like TKO and WWE. The fucking crazy price tickets. It's crazy as hell.
You know what it is, right? You know what you brought the car analogy, but you know what it is?
Well,
basically it's turning into the reduction of the manual transmission. That's all it is.
Okay.
Technology got better.
Yeah.
The shift times got faster with computers. So you just got the paddle shifting in all your cars now.
That's why
we have an argument with car enthusiasts, the purists, that say, like, give me a manual transmission. I want that.
Yep.
And then anyone else that says, like, why?
Why?
Your shift time's always, your reaction time is always going to be slower than the computer.
Yeah.
So I'm always going to be faster than you, blah, blah, blah. Or there's always going to be that, well, not if I have this kind of horsepower and traction and all my cars, blah, blah. But, there's always going to be that argument. But we're literally seeing that happen across the board in multiple industries.
You know what? Another thing too remind me of that, and I kind of talked to you about it. The death of the V8, right? And
V8
how,
V8s are still going.
Okay, well, the most
like the new Corvette, the Grand Sport, that's a V8.
Well, in affordable cars like Lexuses and stuff like that. Okay, so the SC430 I have, right? Lexus has slowly been. The IS500 was the last affordable V8 that people liked, right? And this V8 I have in the SC is really good. I see why people like V8s, but then also in the LC500, the other LC in the convertible, that V8 they stopped making those because yes, they can sell a ton of V8s if people have them, but it's more efficient than other people, because of gas and all that kind of stuff. But still, you get a long lasting car, And people are switching over to these turbos or these hybrid V8s or the hybrid V6, which I hate the hybrid V6s.
Well, you know what? And that's just a consolidation of.
And it's not a car thing, but I'm just saying
I know that, but I mean, but we're making the analogy, right?
Yeah.
We're making the comparisons here because it's very similar when you start talking about it, when you start introducing, what's the convenience for the corporation, right? Because if you look at it, and I know some folks in here are talking about like, well, there's still manual transmissions that are still available. Yeah, like if you talk about the Toyota Supra, Toyota's got the manual transmission. I think Subaru's still got a couple that they have. But if you're talking about an industry as a whole, they have shifted to auto, the auto, and for us car enthusiasts that like manual transmissions, you're forced to go quote unquote retro and purchase more older vehicles that still have those, work on those vehicles, dress them up, do whatever you want to do. Very similar comparison to what we're experiencing right now. We still have physical right now, but it's shifting into digital, and you still have people in the car community that are screaming from the mountaintops that I want my manual transmission.
This right here, like Toyota did get rid of most of their V8s, and you have to go to. Yes, well, I know Lexus Toyota, but still a good ass. But you have to go to like Lexus and get a V8. Like V8s are really good if you take care of that shit. But yeah, and what you're saying, like just. Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, they've figured out that they can do more with less. And like if I drop a V4 or a V6 and just throw a small turbo in there, I can generate just enough, horsepower or whatever.
Yeah, right. You can, but yeah, I don't like this shit.
And and the V8 sound meaner. They sound, they're throatier and all that. Pause.
I was about to say, hold on.
I was about to go.
I was ready, boy.
I was about to get it. But no,
that's what we're. And then now,
hey, don't sleep on it.
No, but that's a good point though, because this is where we're leaning to now.
Yeah,
because now we had the gas. Now we're leaning towards the electric vehicle more and more. So it's just like, and you're gonna have people like, I prefer my gas engine. I want to hear my engine. I don't want simulated engine, all this crap. I don't need all this electrical stuff. I don't need somebody auto remote shutting my car down and hacking into my stuff and blah 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 and all this crap. But these are all very similar scenarios in different industries that we're going through, and it's a common conversation across the board. Like right now, for instance, your Tesla, my Ford, whoever else is whatever, has a CPU on board.
Yep.
They airdrop updates through the software online.
Yep.
To do patch updates on your car, on your newer cars. Like there is a conversation right now to have, I think, cameras that will focus on the driver.
They do that in Tesla now. They're
trying to do that across the board with some of the other car manufacturers, and a lot.
And that's a safety issue. It's just like the backup camera. No, I get it. I know I get it, but like seriously, I am in favor for that as long as it's helping people be more safe. Because take the full self. I know, but take the full self-driving. Right, I have full self-driving on my Tesla. Amazing. If I take my eyes off the road a little bit, that shit get your ass back on the road, or it takes it away from you, and you lose that privilege. So I see it's good, but people will always take advantage of it, but also to privacy and all that kind of stuff. I get it. Yeah,
I would say this: if you got a self-driving vehicle, cool, put it in there if that's what it is. Because I mean, there's always going to be that case somewhere. Someone's like, "Oh, well, I wasn't driving the vehicle."
No, that's not true. Tesla can go to auto repo too. No, they can't. They can't do
that. Man, they shut that dude's Cybertruck down for doing that rap video a while back. Didn't they?
You saw it? Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah,
I was like,
cease and desist on the Cybertruck, bro. Like what?
Yeah, that was pretty messed up.
In the middle of the highway, bro.
I said, damn, they can do that? That is a safety hazard too. What the fuck?
No, I think it was a lot of other troubles with that, but yeah, it was still funny though. I think he more embellished a lot of stuff from it because when the first Cybertrucks came out, it was a lot of them that were trash. They just now started getting Cybertrucks starting to be better now. But the first ones, they were so horrible.
I'm sorry, that vehicle's hideous. I'm sorry.
Oh, the Cybertruck, yeah,
ugly ass vehicle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a car with the textures haven't fully loaded on it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
that is a shitty looking car. The truck,
I love that Cybertruck. I think it's so.
Now, what I will say, the ones that are wrapped, like the ones that are all white or black,
like hot garbage.
They look a little better, but yeah, as a whole, they still do look terrible. Now, I'm in agreement with Ness. Yeah, I think those are some of the ugliest looking cars ever devised.
Vehicle I've ever seen. I'm sorry, Teslas in general. Like I get it. Y'all love y'all's Teslas. More power to you, boo boo. I'm just saying. The design department, trash. And hell, a lot of these other car manufacturers today,
Lego
trash. The design trash. I'm sorry, everybody's turning into a bubble or a sharp, eraser. That's all.
Oh yeah, and you said you like aggressive curves. That's right. With your cars.
Where's the artistic work in the design of your vehicle? Like, what are we doing? Everybody's mimicking each other. It's like there's no individuality in the car maker right now.
No, I mean the last innovative one, and we're not turning this into a car cast, but Escalade. When Escalade brought out that mean ass grill, that just changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody really innovated except that. And then Tesla came around, and with the first Model S, that was nice. That Model S is nice, but
sorry,
what?
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I've never liked Teslas. I've never liked the design. Like the interior, like I mean, it's simplistic. Y'all got that big ass, refrigerator screen in the middle of y'all's dash. I'm like, damn. Like y'all talk about like we need you to be safe, bitch. Do you see how many screens this is? This is a wall screen, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, how am I supposed to concentrate when I got this big ass?
Okay, so people say Tesla honestly are just expensive birth control. Well, you know what?
Damn,
how much baby mamas can be? Yeah, I will take that shit. Hey. It's
but I get it. For those of you that love your Teslas, cool. That's all good.
yeah, I love mine. I love mine. Tesla's nice. Yeah.
I will say this: y'all get the best, fuel economy, of course, because y'all don't have to pay for these crazy gas prices. That's a plus. That's one of my buddies. He always talks about. He's like, man, y'all over here dropping $100. I only had to pay $10 for my fill up. Blah blah blah. I'm like,
we
okay.
Do, yeah.
I'm like, all right.
That's why I didn't trade mine in. I would always from now on. I think I'll always have an electric car and a gas car. I just can't have one. I'll always try to have electric and a gas to cover both.
I'm just saying, you never know. Like, here's the thing. You never know. You never know. You can get up and pop around and pop off and show somebody what's popping in a gas vehicle because it's always been around. You just never know. You got them times where you're gonna be in a spot where you can't get that charge. I got to inch my way around. I got to wait for somebody to help.
If you're somewhere in an electric car and you got no charge, you a stupid motherfucker because you gotta charge that stuff.
You know how many stupid mofos are driving them Teslas? Do you know how many people I see doing this in their Tesla? You got a whole TV screen. And you still got your phone to your face.
How many people? Hold on, people doing this when they driving regularly. That's just people driving. You just can't just go on Tesla. People driving.
That's everybody. Yes.
Yeah, that's everybody. So you can't say it to make a point of the Tesla.
I'm talking about specifically for Tesla drivers because you have so much technology in there. There should be no reason for you to have your phone to your face in that car.
Because you can't play nothing on it unless you stop. So people still gonna be doing this shit. You can't watch nothing on there. You can watch it on the back screen.
Okay, Mr. Safety, you ain't supposed to be watching shit in there anyway.
No, I know that's exactly what I said. You don't supposed to be watching nothing on the phone. People still be doing this. It's the same thing.
Which one of y'all said I was playing Starfield in a Tesla? Was that you, Steve? Or was that Ness? Was that Zelda?
I was stopped. I was testing Xbox. And that was a pretty popular video. I did it on my second channel, but I was testing it out and see how I can play.
I played Starfield in my Tesla. Oh, God.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but it was. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was on my second channel.
Oh, that's
that when it first came out.
I thought that was funny. I was like, oh my God, this man playing.
When I had the blue Tesla, I had like 4 Teslas now. But yeah.
Okay, so I know we've gone on a tangent here about the vehicle. My bad. I was just trying to give the comparison between the digital and the physical.
We went off tangent.
Went off on a tangent. My bad. Let's
talk shit. Don't talk about shit about Teslas. Leave me alone.
All right, I said I was done. Shit.
All right, I'm in my feelings.
Oh, poor baby.
Saturday, do people doing that stupid shit around there? There's a lot of Teslas or like that around in Canada, in Toronto.
There's my neighborhood's full of Teslas.
Do you like them?
Oh,
God. You don't like them, or you don't care for them?
I have a very predominantly Chinese area, so it's Teslas everywhere. Literally.
What do you think? Do you like Teslas, or are you a more gas girl?
See, I don't drive. I live in a city where it's such a massive city and there's so much traffic that I just don't drive. I have my license, but I don't have a car. My brother will drive me around. My dad will drive me around, but I don't drive.
She just like Cardi B. You remember she said she got a license, but she don't got no damn car to drive. So she said, I just take transportation or people chauffeur me around all the time.
Even if I had a car, I'm a passenger princess. I fall asleep in cars all the time. I don't stay awake. I'm not conscious in cars. Ubers, I'm gone sleep.
Wow. So we know who won't be the designated driver when we hang out. Hell no.
I do like electric over gas because gas seems like it smells. I don't want to hold the gas pump. I'd rather just sit there, scroll my phone while the car's charging. I'd rather do that. Now a lot of Tesla hating comments. I don't like the face of Tesla. Person, I don't like that person, but in terms of the car itself, I think it looks cool on the inside. White leather with like the complete like transparent roof. I like that. I like the fact that you can see the sky, that it's all glass. It just looks cool. So I don't know. I prefer Tesla.
See,
and also I like the square steering wheel one. Which one is that one? I don't know, but
the yoke steering wheel.
It's like I've never seen one like that before, and I thought it was pretty cool. So to each their own. I just like futuristic looking stuff. I like technology.
And
I don't like gas.
And I got a preference. I like Tesla cars, but the trucks, I think those are the ugliest things
Oh,
ever
those
made.
are ugly. Those don't exist.
I think those are the most hideous motor vehicles ever devised by human hands. So yeah, that's
when I saw somebody hauling stuff in a Tesla, like legit
in
hauling
that.
stuff,
Yeah.
I shook my, and this is in Texas, bro. I'm like, bro.
That's what you gonna see it in Texas.
That's not what you do that for, bro. Like, you need to go ahead and park that at the mall.
Park it.
At your little charging station, homie. You don't
Oh
haul
man.
like how much. Oh man, I already lost my charge on here. I gotta go charge up again because it's not meant to be hauling. As much as they tell you, you can haul in this truck.
Oh yeah,
You ain't even got no bed space in the back of that thing, bro. What we doing?
That show take the battery away, boy, man. But let's okay, getting back to games though. Let's talk about this. And this is pretty funny, or not funny, but do you think now in this generation, have games became, or making new games, have they became too safe? Is games too safe now? I know we kind of touch on it in a lot of podcasts, but if we kind of think about it, how safe is these games? Because you see, if a game don't work, the studio is gone, like Concord and well, Marathon we're getting ready to shut down maybe next year, probably. But is it too safe? Is gaming too safe right now?
You think of it just like the movie industry. What did they do? They don't take risks with different storylines. They always remaster or remake another movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is
that's
the
what
case
Disney's doing.
Yeah, that's exactly what Disney. Like, you see a reflavor of the same movie that we saw in the 80s or 90s, and then for video games, we see sequel after sequel after sequel after sequel of the same game, or we see a remaster of a game that no one asked for, and they refuse to remaster the games that we actually beg for. I think that the studios just don't listen to the gamers. They see what so-and-so over here has created and is making a lot of revenue off of, so they want a piece of that pie. I don't know.
Some of that pack of pie.
You said Concord, right, Mega?
Oh, Steve said. But I brought up before you.
Perfect example, right? You see someone doing something, and Concord is your answer to that, but no one asks for that.
Nobody asks for
this. You drop all this money into it, thinking that it's going to be your $1 billion token.
It's going to be the next Star Wars.
It's going to be your next thing, but that's not the case. But you'd rather remaster, a game that we've had remastered 5 times instead of actually giving us the 3rd or 4th rendition of that game that we've been begging for. Get on with the story. Yeah, i.e. Last of Us. Yes, Battle Post. Perfect example. I don't need
to start that shit.
Remaster.
You're going to start complaining. Don't start.
Fantastic game, but Jesus Christ, man, I do not need to see a 7th re-release of that.
The show has caught up and gone past the story before the damn game is mind-boggling to me. Like, what are we doing? Even though I didn't finish the show.
They can never, ever release too many Last of Us. They can keep releasing our body. They can keep bringing it.
Naughty Dog released more remasters this generation. They have new games, bro. That's diabolical. That is insane.
Like,
they milked the shit out.
It's one thing if you invest in the ecosystem of the game that's currently active. Like, okay, Fortnite's and your Roblox, they reinvest all their profits, or not all of them, but they invest some to provide new things to keep people engaged in those games, right? You have games that do that, but they feel like, oh man, we're not seeing the player count that we need, and we need to go and build another game. No, you need to reinvest. Warframe has been around for well over a decade. They're still going pretty damn strong in that, and they have a strong community for that.
Holy shit.
I mean, well, with Marathon, bro, well, she gone.
Motherfuckers are crazy, man. I'm glad I got this bitch. This motherfucker's trying to sell this shit for like over $350, and I got it for $99. God damn.
I don't know why.
I mean, because they limited. It was super limited.
I'm good with my PS4 copy, so I'll keep it with
that.
I'm good with my used to have a copy.
Used to have a copy. But not to add to what Ness was saying, you know what really kind of messed it up for just the industry in general?
What is that?
When too much money was put into play, like a lot of those shareholders, investments. When you started, because there was one video I was watching I got to send it to you guys too, but he brought up a good point to where he was like, back in the 90s, 80s, typically the 90s and 2000, roughly between like those 2 decade eras, a lot of more companies took way more risk because they were more risk adverse, because back then when you didn't have to spend 110, 200, 400, like these crazy absurd amount of budgeting money to make these games, you could take risks like that. Like there was a video I watched. I didn't know that Bethesda was on the cuffs of bankruptcy until Morrowind came out. And when Morrowind came out, they did so much shit that was like outside of the box.
Yeah,
that's what caught people's attention. So, oh, this game is. Well, I guess you would somewhat consider revolutionary because it did a lot of stuff to where Bethesda still followed that same game logic. But yeah, stuff like that. Half-Life, you guys heard of that? That was doing a lot of creative stuff. So nowadays we still see more creative things, but it's mainly coming from indie studios. I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed that. So nowadays, back in the day, a company could put out God knows how many flops and can just still make a little bit of profit off of it. But nowadays, you put out one game, if it ain't hitting, boy, we laying off half the staff. We shutting down. No, we closing down. We close down studio. We probably limiting. Yep, we probably limiting the budgets for your next game. You got all this other shit just because one game didn't make as much money as you thought you were gonna make.
But you realize, to that point though, all the games as of, let's call it the last decade, the ones that have been like the big time hitters have all been from either one, smaller studios, or studios that took risks and did something different outside of the cookie cutter stuff that we normally see. And those end up being the ones we still talk about, Expedition 33 being one of those.
So do you remember what they said about Baldur's Gate 3? Do you remember some of those devs were saying? They said that there was one outlet that said you can't expect going forward that a lot of games of this genre can live up to the expectations and the hype of Baldur's Gate 3. I said, damn. So y'all are saying that going forward, y'all don't want to try to do the bare minimum. That's crazy. That's what that sounds like.
I remember you was talking about that. I remember
that. I was like, damn. So y'all said, man, don't expect our games to come out like that. I said, that's fucked up. Y'all are in the industry to make games. It's like, that's what you mean. Don't expect that.
What Sanders, you told on the podcast that you had like a couple of indie friends or friends in the industry, especially on the art department stuff. What are they kind of saying, like, regarding this topic?
A lot of them are, what's the best way to say? They're all laid off.
God damn.
They all gone through the layoffs. A lot of them just changed career paths completely, especially the ones in the game. The ones that were working in children's cartoons survived.
Yeah.
Okay. But the 3D cartoons like Paw Patrol and stuff like that, those ones survived. But the ones in the game industry,
damn, I hate
sucks for them.
Me too.
I hate
it's like they should have done, like, it's just film, not film, but I know a couple of people in they work commercials, like they do the 3D part in commercials. VFX, that's still going on, but they usually like to outsource it to, like, cheaper labor. But yeah, video games, sorry, I don't even think there's a strong market for that in Canada anymore. So it's back in the States, and I'm seeing that there's a lot of layoffs in the States too. So
I was going to school for game art design too. I said, thank God I pivoted the career path. Jesus Christ, I'm glad I pivoted the career path.
I went to school for that too, and you know what? It took me one contract to say it's a wrap.
What was that? Tell us about that.
I was working at VFX for film, and then it's stereoscopic, so like you turn films from 2D to 3D.
Okay.
Yeah. After that, I was like, it's a wrap. I'm done. I'm not dealing with this.
At least you learned your lesson early. At least you learned your lesson super early.
What made you done? Like, tell us more about that. That's interesting.
Mandatory 12 hours. You have to do those. It's like a thing in the film and game industry.
Mandatory.
12?
Yeah, it's not. No choice. It's mandatory because you don't get paid with salary. Everybody's under contract. The only people under salary are the people that are executives, because they have, like, I guess, administrative roles and decision-making roles, but they're not the ones who do the bulk of the work. So they get the corporate positions where they're their job is permanent and they're comfortable. And then all the artists, all the 3D devs, all the 3D modelers, all the character designers, everybody is all under contract.
I.e., so if y'all make a project, you do exactly what the project director states. If that project doesn't turn out the way that they want it to, his job is safe. Y'all get fired. Basically.
Yeah, it's an easy way for them to get rid of people. They don't give a shit. So for me, I will never let anybody fire me. I fire myself before anybody fires me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never gotten fired in my life, but I know when there's about to be a layoff, they do stupid moves like, oh, we've acquired 2 offices in India. I'm like, say word. Okay, 2 offices in India, perfect. So I'm out. I'm gonna be sick for the next 2 weeks, and yeah, I'm gonna find something else.
Yep, fire yourself or they fire. Yep, and plus that looks much better on paper as opposed to we like hell no. I showed myself the door before they showed me any type of door. Hell no.
How many people I know that still have their previous companies on LinkedIn? They got let go and they still pumping that on LinkedIn until they find another job.
Yep,
it's not good, and it's supposed to be entertainment. When does fucking entertainment cost so much? Like.
Because that's when when the suits get involved and all the fun. When suits come into the fun, that's when all the fun stops.
Yep.
They ask for the most ridiculous pipeline. When they tell you it's mandatory 12 hours, like, no, I have to come at 7. This was like what I actually had to do. They're like, we have deadlines with these films. So I'm like, you want me here at 7:30 in the morning and leave at 7:30 p.m. And if I don't, they're like, oh, well, you have to. It's not that you don't. It's part of your contract. But we'll feed you at 5 p.m. We'll buy you Subway. What? Half a sub, by the way. Not even a full. It was an 6-inch sub.
God damn.
You get some chips and a drink?
They don't give you your
one
full
Gatorade. And if you're unlucky, if you're not lucky and you get the yellow one, good luck. Because
so essentially, you have to sit there through breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The only thing they give you is a half a sub with some chip. Oh no! How you
with my minimum wage pay? Okay, like their pays are so low that even though it wasn't really minimum wage, to me it is. I'm sorry, with the commuting I have to do at 5 in the morning, with the amount of food I have to buy breakfast when I'm there on my first break at 9. I have to buy lunch around like noon. Then at 5 p.m. they give me that nasty fucking sub that's not enough, so I have to buy something else on the side. And then when I'm done, I'm so tired that I have to buy a couple coffees so I can travel back home and get home at 10 p.m. go to sleep.
That's some bullshit.
When your quality of life is affected like that off of I would say fuck that job too.
Like, I gotta do what? Crunch time. Crunch time is all the time because you guys are always with your shitty pipelines. Fix it. How about you don't have these stupid corporate people decide the pipeline because they don't know shit about shit, and then they're the ones who makes the decision, and then everybody's behind on everything. Just saying. Never again.
Only thing they like to see is that line go up.
Saturn hit me in the feels right now. I ain't even got nothing to say.
I know.
That's what you're dealing with right now, right?
That's why my ass is tired and drinking. My bad. My bad.
Well, I'm glad you got some outlet right here, bro. It's.
If people are trying to get into the film industry and game industry, don't do it. Play the games.
Either play the games or do kind of like what we're doing to where you can cover the stuff and be outside, but inside the industry, but don't.
Actually, get hired by a normal company. That's another good one. Like find a normal company that has a good reputation. Because mine, even though like it was a US company, I already knew some bullshit was going to be down because they don't respect Ontario and Canadian laws.
Because y'all get a lot of tax breaks, don't you?
Sorry?
Don't y'all get a lot of tax breaks or something like people film down there or some shit like that? Or do games?
For them, yes, because in Toronto, I think there's like something with the film related taxes that they get to save.
Yeah, that's why that's why Marvel's always in Canada or in Australia or somewhere.
They do a lot of shit in Atlanta. Most of those Marvel movies, especially like Captain America and stuff, they was filmed down here. I know exactly where they would film that too.
That's crazy. They'll shut down the street. They'll do a movie and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, man,
shut down whole streets. Yep.
Thanks, Sam. Thank you for sharing that with us because that is like I didn't know that part. You know, I know you like have some ties with the industry or this and stuff like that. That's crazy. Just to actually hear that. And
I remember those. I remember those
sandwich. Like not even like you didn't even get the good sub. Like you didn't get no
I was such
Quiznos.
an ass. No, let me tell you what I used to do. Okay, I'm an ass. I know. I don't give a shit. I'm like, that's not my problem that you're only buying everybody like half a sub. I'm gonna take somebody else's sub. So I paid the full sub, and then I only took the red Gatorade, and there was always the red, the orange. There's never blue for whatever reason. I must have been late with the blue one, and there's yellow, and I'm always taking 1 or 2 of the red ones. I don't care. Someone's gonna starve. Someone's gonna complain. Not my problem.
Damn.
I remember she would complain about what was that one professor that you say kept bitching because he thought he was the shit because he worked on with a Bioshock 1 or 2.
Oh yeah, he didn't finish grade 9. I will never let that go. I will never let that go.
Wait a minute. You saw me and Ness the same thing.
So he never even got his GED. So he just
damn.
They hire anybody at, you know what? The company is, what are they called again? It's the company that did Maya and 3D Max. Autodesk. Apparently they hire anybody because they hire that fucking clown to represent them. But not only that, then he was working at my shitty college. He sucks ass.
Damn.
He showed his art and it was like this like really hideous art. I'm like, no way this was anywhere. And he's like, oh, but I did work on Bioshock 1. I'm like, you know what then? I'm never gonna play any of the Bioshock games.
Just out there raw.
I'm never. And then another one said he worked for Disney. Mind you, he was working for a third-party company and only did a 5-second scene, not even 2-second scene in the Captain Hook's I think it's the scene where Captain Hook, forgot the name, Peter Pan, when he's looking through the looking glass. Yeah, that's it. That's all he did. And he keeps talking about I work for Disney. I'm like, you such a fucking loser. Both of them are such losers, man.
He sounds like one of those people who's like, man, yeah, I used to be the shit back in my high school days.
Back in 1990 something. I'm like, what?
And then when he graduated,
check the chat. I mean,
private.
Yeah, but yeah, that was crazy and stuff. Just oh, girl, I can see you coming there. Oh, red. Oh, a sandwich. Fuck it, give me another sandwich. You know. Maybe 2 sandwiches, and he took 2 sandwiches. That shit was funny.
I would take 2. I don't give a shit. It was great. It was fantastic. And I would take the best subs too. So the one with the beef. Because who gets like a tuna sub? You get a tuna sub, a beef sub, and then chicken. And I would always take the beef one. Gotta take the best, you know?
I hate, okay, so I don't. Y'all have, well, I say y'all do have Subway. So Subway would do that fucking sub of the day or sub of the week, yeah. And I think every time I want to get a sub, I always land and it's like, oh, sub today is tuna. I said, I don't know fucking tuna. I hate that. I hate the smell of tuna fish.
I haven't eaten Subway. Well, no, I only go to Subway if it's the last resort. If there's places around me that I don't trust eating, and then that's the only place that I know. But for the most part, I get my subs from Publix. Pub subs.
When I work out. I do like tuna in a can, raw tuna, and mix it with rice and put mustard on it and eat it like that after I work out. That's really good.
Y'all trust Subway?
I mean,
not anymore.
Down here,
I don't trust it. After all the videos I've seen and people like clipping their freaking toenails.
I don't eat Subway.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I don't know. That's
Jersey Mike's is good. I like Jersey.
Firehouse Subs is really good too.
Firehouse is good.
Those 3 are my favorite. I haven't seen a Quiznos in years. I seen a Quiznos in years.
It's only 2 left. It's one close to Ness's house, and then there's one on the other side of Dallas. But it's so good. I love fucking Quiznos. I might go get one tomorrow. But I love Quiznos. We got the subs to eat.
Clearly, my phone was listening. So I just got a notification. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen has launched an audacious, unsolicited $56 billion takeover bid to acquire eBay, despite a swift rejection from eBay's board of directors. Cohen has maintained an aggressive stance, stating that GameStop is coming for eBay one way or another, and and plans to take the offer directly to eBay shareholders. The structural details, strategic
Wow.
plan,
So he's
and-
trying to do a hostile
That's
takeover.
hostile. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. And core points of conflict define the hostile takeover attempt. So here's the financial structure in terms. The offer: GameStop.
Fucking privilege ass. You fill the blank.
Well, when you see the predicament GameStop is in, I mean, I can see why he's doing it, but at the same time, continue this.
Why is
So
nobody voting him out? That's what I wonder.
here's the because he owns the majority share of the company.
He's a majority shareholder.
The offer: GameStop proposed to buy eBay for $125 per share. This represented a roughly 20% premium over eBay's closing price prior to the announcement. The deal mix: the acquisition is structured as a 50-50 cash and stock deal. Existing stake: GameStop has already quietly built up a 5% ownership stake in eBay using shares and derivatives. So they're already buying it up. The financing gap: the bid is highly ambitious because eBay's market value is roughly 4 to 5 times larger than GameStop's. GameStop is leveraging $9 billion in its own cash reserves and has a non-bidding $20 billion debt financing commitment from TD Securities. Cohen stated he will fund the remaining balance utilizing eBay's own balance sheet and has personally committed $500 million of his own money to deal. And then the part 3 turnaround strategy: Cohen argues that eBay is heavily mismanaged and that a merged entity could scale into a $1 trillion business.
Yeah, right here. Are you reading from Yahoo Finance?
Yeah, I'm reading all of this.
Okay.
Yeah. His operational presentation includes aggressive cost cutting, trimming bloated corporate expenses to achieve $2 billion in annualized cost cuts within the first year, physical fulfillment and authentication nodes, utilizing GameStop's network of roughly 1,600 physical U.S. stores. They will serve as local drop-off centers and physical authentication hubs for high-growth resale markets like Pokemon and sports trading cards. Digital collectibles and live commerce, expanding eBay's infrastructure into a liquid marketplace for in-game digital video game items and heavily scaling its underdeveloped live commerce capabilities.
Yo, that motherfucker.
He's gonna try and monopolize Pokemon, and I'm not okay with that.
Hey,
Yep.
this motherfucker got the privilege and the money to do it.
He said 500 million of his own money. Is that what you said, Ness?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely some privilege shit. Like he got
That's
500
privilege.
and liquid, like cash like that.
Little,
What he's
He made it all during the squeeze, man. He made so much damn money during that.
Oh, now I think about it. I did watch that. There was a movie.
That's one of your boys, Saturn. He from Canada. That's one of your boys.
What?
She don't claim him. No, she said what?
That's one of your boys from
Do
Canada.
you know how many clowns are from Canada? I don't care about this country.
Ooh, I
Damn.
kind of got the underlying joke on that one.
I did too. Yeah, I got that one. Oh, yeah, it's right. Hey, it's fucking privilege. They will. Hey,
I don't.
I
Like
ain't gonna say it, but you know,
I don't like it because, you know, at first when I first heard the story, I was like, damn, they're gonna try. Because me and Alex talked about this, like, oh man, we need to buy GameStop because you know they're gonna try to buy eBay. But when the news release came out and he did the interview, I was like, oh hell no. I was like, oh hell no. This dude, the way I think his first interview was on CNBC. Clearly, he don't like them. Because I think they were talking about him during during COVID. He didn't like them.
no, he didn't like that because they made fun of him.
Yeah,
he definitely got beat up at school. He definitely got beat up at school.
I don't know what it is, but either way, like you get on national television and tell the planet that you're gonna buy eBay. eBay's like he ain't talked to us. Like what drugs is he smoking? Like he ain't talked to us about anything. So he literally said, like, I'm coming to get y'all. He just straight bullied them. Like to me, that's
like a guy who got beat up in high school, becomes a police officer, and then you see what happens. This
like
is shit.
Again, this goes back to where I spend my dollars, right? So, you know, I've spent my money at GameStop, but again, I don't like supporting people and organizations that don't care about other people in the well-being of others. Like you show me through your actions that you don't care. I can't support that. Bye. Peace.
Y'all, these entertainment companies, I don't care how big a fan you are, these motherfuckers don't care shit about y'all. They care about their bottom dollar in their pocket. You might say power to the players or Sony or Xbox, Nintendo. None of these people care about you at the end of the day. If they doing if it's always a quote like what was Michelangelo who said it like when people show you who they are, believe them. They showing you who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
eBay or GameStop, PlayStation, they showing you who they are. Believe them. Hey, don't waste your time and your energy. They say something. Well, you got to do more physical game, physical film.
What
That ain't gonna stop them.
What did Naruto say? Believe it.
Believe that. Believe it. Believe that.
I'm sorry.
For rapper, like, you gotta believe. Man,
That was a corny ass joke.
he said, somebody said eBay was shutting. Man, I don't know, man.
I mean, so they shut it down, but he's not done. He's still coming after.
But the shareholders, they all care about money. So if they accept it, then what? He buys it because the shareholders.
I mean, so he's got the backing. He's got the financial backing of TD Securities, so they're willing to go in with him. The thing about it is like what he had Chewy, and that's his proving point was Chewy, right? That's always been his blueprint, but he hasn't really shown anything. You just got lucky with GameStop. Like you bought a dying business. Let's just keep it a buck.
You know what? That dying business.
You got lucky during COVID, and it was just a fluke situation that happened to where you were able to pull your company out of the trenches. Mind you, you've still been shutting down hella stores.
Yeah.
You had tons more stores, and you're just secretly shutting them down. I get it. It's to keep the revenue costs, from bleeding, and you can still claim that you have some profits, which I'm pretty sure this was part of his plan, because if his books don't look green, you're probably going to have a really hard time getting loans from those big, TD Securities or whoever that are trying to give you the money to invest. But if you're talking about this is going to be $1 trillion whatever, I don't see it. I don't see this becoming $1 trillion business based off of collectibles and something else. There's got to be something else behind the scenes that we don't know.
It's always something behind the scenes.
It has to be.
It's always something behind the scenes.
Like eBay been knocking and kicking for a long ass time, and you telling me that because you've got 1,600 stores and we can do authentication, like who's training your team to do that? Because you don't have the infrastructure today to do that.
These motherfuckers at GameStop can't even tell a fucking fake game. These lazy ass people.
You've got more experts on Pokemon in those stores than you do video games.
Yep,
I've seen it. I have seen it.
Here you go in GameStop. Oh, this is what most people, they don't know shit in GameStop. They're like, well, corporate said we can't do that. No, motherfucker, you just don't know, and you don't want to say it. Like today, I have some new windshield wipers. Or I was taking something back, right? I was taking something back to AutoZone, and the young kid there, her like, oh yeah, we don't do that. All right, motherfucker. And then so I went to the manager and said, hey sir, this and this. Oh yeah, we can give it back. And then so I come back and buy some windshield wipers. And the kid who told me he couldn't take the stuff back, he put my windshield wipers on because they do that for him. I said, let me ask you something. You didn't know what you was talking about, did you? He said, no, I didn't know. I said, why you say that? He said, it's just a lot of process. I said, okay. Because most time when people say they can't do something, it's usually they fucking don't know. But yeah, he creepy. Yeah, he very creepy. But we read that. Yeah, he definitely is fucking creepy. Fucking real creepy.
I
I don't know what to say on all that.
Well, yeah, let's but
Yeah.
let's let this play. It's almost 3 hours in. We appreciate everybody watching tonight. Next week's probably gonna be the same shit,
Hopefully not.
different day, but
More positive.
yeah, no, but hey, positive
Yeah.
thing, good games are coming out,
Mhm.
starting to come out next week. Halo will be out.
Oh yeah, it will be on PlayStation.
Yeah,
I'll be copping that.
yep,
Expeditiously.
and a lot of good stuff coming out this week. A lot of good games start. This is the start. Next week is start 3-month spread of good games coming out. So, if you haven't got your pre-orders in at Amazon and Best Buy, immediately go get those now. Buy physical. Mega, what can everybody find you, my good friend?
Y'all can catch me on the streets of Twitter, X, YouTube, Instagram. Still working on some more content for y'all. I'll be dropping that very soon. I think I've been on a roll pretty much with the videos I've been pumping out. So just gonna keep on that train. And yeah, I greatly appreciate everybody for showing out today. We did our thing tonight. We're gonna keep a positive mindset going on right now. I did say last week I'll try to not think about negative news coming on, and hopefully, that energy won't rub off the rest of the industry. So I've been having good thoughts. So nothing devastating happened this week. So I'm gonna keep it with that same mindset. So really
It's been
appreciate
pretty
y'all.
positive and stuff. It's been really
Mhm.
good. So, but eBay, it's crazy. Saturn, ma'am, thank you for joining. I'm glad you feel good this week. No headaches, no stuff. You got
No, I feel great.
all of them there. I'm just now seeing all your plushies and your Yoshi egg and your Switch exclusives, and
Look at that. All my Pokemon.
you got more
I need
plushies.
more. This one's new.
I was like,
from
wait a
last
minute, do you
week.
got more? Because that looks like way more than
Yeah.
last time. It looks like way more than last time. Unless I haven't paid attention.
They slowly appear and I slowly just add them there, but I'm gonna redo the whole background actually. I'm thinking of like putting this somewhere else and adding my plants. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do, but I'll take a week to fix that. But yeah. Glad to be back and not sick. I am starting to go a little bit on a deep dive with Pokemon reels and Pokemon themed content, but I will
I've
be
seen
back
it.
with the Zelda stuff. I will be back on YouTube. It's just right. I'm just going through a tiny phase. Just a small phase.
What can everybody
Tiny
find you?
face.
You can find me on YouTube. Same spelling, SATURNXNE. TikTok as well, very active there now, and Instagram as well.
You've been
Also
killing
active there.
You've been killing with the Pokemon paint cards. I
you.
like every time I see it's like, God dang, I learned something new.
I like the Instagram algorithm. They understand. YouTube is not understanding anything right now, so I kind of gave up on that.
Now keep going. They'll understand you. Ness, I know they understand you, brother. Where everybody can find you.
You can find me at Neo Ness on YouTube. You can find me at _Neo_Ness on Instagram and Neo_Ness Gamer on X. I promise I have a video coming. It's just been busy with work, so I'm working on that this weekend. I may drop it this weekend. I may drop it next weekend, and then I think starting next week, I'm also going to start adding live streams. I think some of y'all really like that. So I'll try to do a live stream as well moving forward until the AES Plus. We'll try to make it more frequent where we can just jam out and talk and conversate and all that. So stay tuned. Collect and play the way you want to collect and play your games. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, man. And I see the comments talking about this dude is this. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, y'all, we'll catch y'all next week. Thank y'all for watching, man. It's been fun. Thanks for everybody coming out. We'll see y'all next time, and always remember to do it the right way.